G Money.
Yo.
What's up, man?
Back at it.
I see you hyped already.
Back at it.
I see you hyped already.
I think.
Hold on. We didn't introduce you yet, please.
I think we might have to add to my list, man. You know, we have certain guests up here. You know, I usually play favoritism to like Harlem, Philly, those kind of guests. You know, we had a couple of Brooklyn guests that was pretty dope.
Got the Chirac down.
Yo, we didn't introduce you yet, man.
I'm helping my man G Money out.
Respect the platform. We didn't introduce you yet.
Right,
you know, you watch the show.
Right.
Yeah, G, man, come on.
So
that's why I hate when you big people look because they do that. It's you that caused it.
I can't help it, man. It's just some people have that energy, man, and you know,
gangsters do what they want.
Yo, what?
I'm just all right. I'm through.
Yo, come on.
All right, I'm relaxed, man.
We didn't introduce you yet, man.
Okay, respectfully, let me relax.
And you still gonna talk? You don't have to let me get the last word.
Oh,
all right, cool.
Yo, see what I'm saying? I think we might have to add Chi-Town to the list, man. I don't know. You know what's crazy? I felt the vibe in the car on the way here. I was watching some videos. I was like, yeah, this guy, he might have the energy today, man. I don't know.
I think that you're just really biased when it comes to people.
Really?
Yeah,
now,
yeah.
This is a new setup. This is a new town now. You know, it's been Harlem and Philly for a long time. So this is Chi-Town. So you can't say I'm biased today. It's a little different.
But when somebody comes at me, it's just when we were younger. Anybody when I come around and argue and somebody like one of the friends come and they stand up, you just start smiling from the side until it gets a little crazy. So stop doing that. Learn from the past. Don't hype something and, you know, I'm gonna have to shut down.
Keep your hands on your lap when you talk to me, man.
Yo, we introduced you yet, man.
Your intro too long.
Yo, don't worry. I intro.
My man ready.
Nah, you disrespectful, man.
Because he talk with his hands too much, you know what I'm saying?
Yo, we did not introduce you yet.
All right, well, let me relax.
Please. Yeah, G, you good?
I'm coolin', man. Shout out my girl Fancy the Flair one time on a hoodie. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to
Appreciate
Oz, a nice
Queens,
hoodie.
Fancy Feasting, Queens and that.
Shout out to Auntie Bridget. Shout out to Uncle Monkey. Shout out to them. You know what I'm saying? They watching the episodes and they like it. Shout out to Michelle 2 times, Mighty 2 times. Whoop, whoop. Shout out to Basco, Ebop. Shout out to everybody. Shout out in the building. You know what I'm saying? But
how you feeling? You all right?
I feel good, man. I feel excited, man. I really didn't want to come today. You know, I wanted to give this gentleman a hard time because he gets on my nerves and stuff like that. But at the same time, I still got a lot of respect for him.
Got you.
I mean, but until that, G Money.
Yo.
Episode 168.
We made it.
We got a special guest. Chicago. Chi-Town in the building. Put your phone down before I introduce your name. Show some respect. What's up with you, man?
You gotta put global gangster, man. Don't make me no local joker. I'm just trying to, you feel me? If you gonna say it right. But let me relax. Go ahead, man.
Global gangster.
Okay. Now we talking.
The man, the myth, the legend. Jojo Capone, round of applause one more time. What's up? Welcome, man.
Yeah.
Oh, Jojo Capone. Where Capone came from?
International, man. Jojo Capone, man. Yeah, the Chirac Don.
Global.
Yeah.
How are you?
I'm great. You see, I got my slippers on, you know.
Comfortable.
I'm real comfortable. Shower shoes in the day room. You know what I'm saying?
G Money.
Man.
If you do that, G Money, I'm leaving.
Didn't I do it the last episode?
And I don't get too early. You're giving the people too early. Chill.
All right.
He doing that on purpose, man.
Ain't real recognize real. So somebody a little, you know what I'm saying? What's up?
I'm gonna try to wait for you.
Try your best.
You my friend, man. I'm gonna try.
All right.
I'm getting benefit of the doubt.
All right, cool.
All right.
But welcome, man. How you feel today, man? Can you introduce who's in the building with you?
I feel great. Them shooters.
Oh, okay.
You know, that's how that go.
So so is that like some type of indirect threat? I'm confused.
No. You said introduce them. I introduced them the shooters.
Okay.
You know? I ain't say they the wrestlers or you know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a different type of time over here,
all right,
man.
So salute, man. Well, welcome, man. G.
But we got Mean Boy Scene and you know what I'm saying, Trust Laney in the building.
Shout out to the brothers in the building, man.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, man, Trust Laney, man. I tried to give him a pound when I came in. He tried to brush his hand, and I kept my hand there, and I wasn't gonna move it neither.
He was doing a flip on.
Yeah,
flip.
he did a flip on. He did. He caught me good. He started laughing, but.
I said that on the way here.
And he cut his beard, so he was your evil genius twin over here. And I just noticed he cut his beard.
Man, shout out to y'all, man. Thank you. Welcome to the show, man.
So what brings you in town, man? I know you from the Chi-Town, Chirac.
Yeah, but we gonna fix that because Lil Flip don't be recognizing. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, you talking about the guy from Texas? How's he
I'm
doing?
talking about the one from Queens
Oh.
that I'm allowing to say from Queens.
He's not. He's not. He did no Lil Flip here.
Long live Chaz. We gonna bring up. You know what I'm saying?
Rest in peace, Chaz.
I
Of course.
moved through Queens. You know what I'm saying?
Hold on, slow down. Slow down.
I'm just
all
saying,
that Lil Flip, get that out of here.
Okay,
Unless you're talking about the
Brose.
guy in Texas.
All right,
Shout out to
Brose.
him.
Game over.
It's
Game
gonna be
over.
Lil Flip the second or Brose. You know?
I'll take Brose. Ain't no Lil Flip.
Okay.
I'm your big homie now.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
All
facts.
right.
Welcome.
Ooh.
Don't get me started.
So you feeling?
Yeah, I don't want to call no. Let's get to the show.
I'm your big homie's big homie.
Oh, see what it
Hold on. So y'all, allow me to get filled in on y'all relationship because I don't know how you guys. You walked in here. You said you wanted to give him a hard time. So put me on. I'm a little out.
I mean, just a kid, teenager. You know who Jojo Capone is, watching the DVDs and stuff. But how we became acquainted, online and we became acquainted, and he was a supporter of the platform, and I was familiar with who he was. He showed me love, and then from there it's just that real recognized real, and we just had a conversation, and then Mano and the different people, and then
Okay.
there's a lot of stuff going on the internet at that time, and he just wanted to put his 2 cents. I allowed him to do that.
Okay.
I allowed him. You
Loud,
gotta keep the OGs young.
These choice words. Okay.
Yeah. And from there, we just built the rapport and the respect, and
You gave him a hard time when your first.
not really. No,
Okay,
really,
okay.
no, but I gave him a hard time anyway. But not really.
I checked his temperature, man.
And my
What's up?
my shit's always lukewarm.
Yeah, I peeped
Always.
that.
It go anyway. It can go cold or hot.
I noticed.
However you want. Yeah, I know you did.
noticed.
Yeah, I know you
noticed,
did.
bro.
But right now, it's rising to hot right now.
Yeah.
I would hate for
we
you to have
got-
to get your hands burnt.
AG Money, we got quarantined acquainted. You know what I'm saying? He was stuck in a house. I'm trying to think of remedies to get him. He had this nasty cough. I tried to bring him a mask. Oh, man, it was crazy.
That's what's up.
The girls keep putting him in the bro zone.
I'm a married man. We know this already, so I'm
We
fine with
do,
being the
right.
bro zone.
Right, the queen, we're going to keep the
Thank
queen.
you very much. And I
Right.
told you this before, so
Yeah.
stop it. Before we I have to.
Well, stop being overly playful then with these beautiful young ladies that be
I
around.
never. You indirectly, you're not a snitch, are you?
Never.
You don't believe in those things.
I don't believe in those things. Of course not.
So you indirectly exposing me? What if I was playing
How?
around?
You on camera doing this?
So what? This doesn't have nothing to do
you
with
see
you.
the catch-22, G? These dudes get in front of these cameras, expose themselves, and then when you bring it to their attention, now you snitching on them. Damn. Boy, this generation here, man.
You know what? The generation I'm from is that, it's something called MYOB. It's something that I live by. If it doesn't apply, let it fly. Mind your own business. I mean, something you could definitely relate to.
Right.
In due time, I got you. I'll teach you. As being your big homie, I'll teach you how to do it.
Okay.
Nah, yeah, that's
I thought you learned a little something from Star, man. You ain't learned from Star, huh?
I learned a lot from Star.
Okay.
Yeah, shout out to Star, man. I did.
Well, you should learn to not use certain words with certain individuals, man.
Or
I mean, Star tell you.
snap.
I'm gonna keep it in the chain of command.
Shout out to Star.
Yeah, shout out to Star.
Shout out,
Salute to
shout out.
Star.
Man, yeah.
All right, so for those who don't really know who Jojo Capone, give us a quick just a quick breakdown, and after that we're gonna get to some history and get to where you're from and all that type of stuff.
Okay. It's kind of hard, like, to give a description of myself, because I am who I am. I can't really create nothing. People that know me, and they know how they know me.
Gotcha.
So
Born and raised in Chi-Town, or
born in the Chi, raised in New York, L.A., Miami, Puerto Rico.
Okay.
Crossed all 50 states, covering 6 continents, 147 countries out of 196. Global gangster, man. Earth my turf. Flip.
What do you mean you grew up? I mean, where Puerto Rico come from? I'm confused.
I lived in Puerto Rico from 6 months old to 10 years old.
Really?
Still got property there right now.
And who was Puerto Rican in your mom or dad?
Yeah, I just done that that
Ancestors,
ancestor doc
right?
thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I just done that. 33% Nigerian and all that. So
Okay.
it wasn't really no European in my blood.
So why did you go to Puerto Rico? Like,
I mean, you know, I come from one of them type of families. You know what I'm saying? That, you know, choice words, man. I'm thinking of these words, but, you know,
who did you go to Puerto Rico with? Mom or dad?
mom, aunt living there, uncles living there. So it's some type of something going from Miami, Puerto Rico, get us out of Chicago, then come back to the States. LA back to Chicago, New York, Jersey City, and it's like,
So you was in you was in Puerto Rico for 10 years, you said?
yeah,
Really? Do you remember being out there?
yeah, I just was there.
We
Oh
talking
yeah,
about
yeah.
as a
Do
kid.
I remember? Yeah.
Do you remember, like, was it hard? I mean, you know, the locals, the language barrier, was it hard for you? Or?
No, it wasn't hard. Cause, you know, speaking a Latin language, I'm bilingual. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So it wasn't hard for me at all.
What made your family go out there?
Living there, I mean, I don't really know, man. Son probably was on the run.
But wasn't Puerto Rico part of the United States at the time?
It still is today.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's still America.
But Puerto Rico out of all places?
Yeah, I mean,
Trying to get away,
Cuba,
away.
Panama.
I mean, I know where you're going with it.
I
But
mean, the list went on. You know what I'm saying? Colombia, you know, Cali, Colombia. Actually, this tattoo, this is where this come from. Cali, Colombia, growing up there. So, you know, we got relatives that's darker than us, man, in Colombia and all parts of the world. Free jail, you know what I'm saying? He doing life right now in Houston. Yeah.
So were your parents in the street?
Yeah. Father, drug lord. Uncles, drug lords. Grannies, drug lords. That's how I grew up. That's that life.
Your whole family was drug
Whole
lords.
family, man. It's all, you know. Yeah.
Seriously?
See, we watch movies. I'm living it for real. Like, when we watching Scarface, I live Scarface. Like, this is documented and everything. Like, it ain't no, you know what I'm saying? That was the choice they made. I remember my uncle, he having like 60 whorehouses. My grandmother ran them, you know. So I witnessed that. So a lot of times when I be talking, or might be talking slick, sounding like a pimp and all that, like I grew up around that. It's kind of crazy to be like you grew up around pimps, drug dealers, and hustlers. I mean, that's what happened.
Right.
But, you know, growing up on both sides of the street, knowing the negative and the positive side, in my neighborhood in Chicago, Sircon City, Mosque Marion, Elijah Muhammad's mosque is in my neighborhood. So we'll get the good word from the minister, you know, and the brothers in the nation. But now you gang affiliated, you know what I'm saying? You part of organized crime. So you growing up under the influence of Larry Hoover and Jeff Ford, you know what I'm saying? So the elders of you, and you know your surroundings, you know who your surroundings is and your family, so you go with that without, you know what I'm saying?
Yo, so at what age did you realize, you know, like what was going on with the family and, you know, like the whole story you just told us now? Like what age were you when you kind of like got wind of that?
Yeah, I'm gonna say about, let me see, I got kicked out of nursery school.
Wild and early.
Yeah, I got kicked out of nursery school. So around grammar school, well, y'all probably familiar with Fluky Stokes. You know, he was equivalent to Nicky Bonds and Frank Lucas, them type of stories. But see, the difference from Chicago, why people don't know our legendary stories, street legendary stories like that, because we wasn't raised that way. Like, everything was under the radar for us. But now, like, it's public, so that's the only reason I would speak on them. You know what I'm saying? So, like, for Fluky, Matter of fact, he was on American Gangster, because I think we only had 3 people from Chicago on American Gangster: Larry Hoover, Jeff Fort, and Fluky Stokes. So Fluky, when I would go home, on my way to school or back from school, once I stopped at Auntie Don's house, that was like a stash house, the money where they was get to count the money. So it was like, before I go to school, whatever I can fit in my pockets was mine. That's how he, you know what I'm saying? So, I don't know how you know that this is a drug dealer as a kid. You don't know that. You just see clothes, jewelry, cars, money. So as a kid, like, I'd be in the game room spending hundreds of dollars, in games, playing video games and shit, like,
right.
So, my father being a drug lord himself, me born on his birthday. So even right now today, me asking friends and family members and like, when did cause it's like I seen the properties that was owned. I knew what a mansion was, and buildings, courtway buildings, like multiple homes. I witnessed a drug raid to where I guess they was either bagging up, but I just seen him blow either the heroin or the coke in the police face. I'll never forget that. You know what I'm saying? So I remember seeing him doing that. I remember him having Al Capone tattooed on him. Calling him the Pontiac Kid. That's Pontiac, Michigan, penitentiary in Michigan. So, for boxing. So I knew he was good with the Dukes. You see what I'm saying? I'm born on his birthday, so you got King Pojo, which was my father, and then Jojo. So that's where the Jojo come from. So just he was well respected. When you can see one man and have thousands of people when they used to have their picnics and stuff like that. So it's like being raised on both sides of the organizations, because on that side you got the Black P Stones and King Cobras, which was, he had 45th and Evans and Cabrini Green. That was like his strongholds. So then, now my grandfather, they called him Prince Aki, I think. You know what I'm saying? But Wallace Brown was his name, you know what I'm saying? And he and Jeff Fort was first cousins. So that's my mother's biological father. But she didn't know him until she was 16, you know what I'm saying? Because he was doing 25 years in the penitentiary. So when he came home, like, he cuffed me like I was his own son, you know what I'm saying? And then my uncle, that he's still living, so I won't speak on him, that I said the drug lord name. He basically raised my father and put him in the game. So I guess he started him off into the game. You know what I'm saying? And he never looked back. So now you got my grandfather kicking it to me, like, I'm seeing him owning like 75 units, and him and Bishop Brazier. So anybody that from Chicago, they'll know Bishop Brazier. He was a pastor in the Woodlawn area, the Woodlawn community, and they used to own like a lot of the properties. So him and my grandfather used to basically battle when buying up all the properties. So, that was a good twist for my grandfather coming out the penitentiary, buying up a bunch of properties, So my way of learning how to make money was coming to his properties and cleaning the buildings, because my cousins and them would be, they was hustling, but they in there fighting dogs and stuff like that. So the dead dogs or the dead cats that they was using, I would have to clean all that stuff up. But now when I'm going back to school, so say how you go get your back to school money, that's how I would get my back to school money as a young kid, 9, 10 years old. So I would go to clean up, and I might got $3,000 in my pocket cash. I got all my British Nikes and my Pumas and Adidas, so I might got like 10 pair of shoes and however many outfits, you know what I'm saying? But I worked for it. You see what I'm saying? So I guess my grandfather showed me the way to work for what you want. And then after that, everything like basically spiraled out of control, because by 11, we had pony packs. So I'm bagging up, work. You know what I'm saying? I'm at 11 years old, I'm bagging up work. So that's why if y'all seen HBO special Vice, when they speak on me, you know what I'm saying, having millions at a young age, 13, like that, because I was hustling. I was hustling, bagging up, you know what I'm saying? And you got to think, like, I was doing this on east side of the town, from the north side, the west side, the east side, and the south side in Chicago. And then when I'm traveling now, so I'm hitting the road. New York, Baltimore, Atlanta, New Orleans, Houston. So I'm all over. So that's why it seemed like how so many people know me in the ghettos, because I wasn't going to these cities. Like in New York, I lived in every borough except Staten Island. You know what I'm saying? And Jersey City. So I'm still in the same house in Jersey City right now today that I grew up in. You know what I'm saying? So it's like my life just different from a lot of different people in a lot of different ways. You know, everybody's story, they have a considerably a ghetto story, but everybody got different twists to it. You know, so I was born into I guess, organized crime. So that's how I would say it. You know what I'm saying? I was born into that.
So, how did your dad meet your mom? Did they ever tell you that story?
I think in high school. I mean, grammar school. I think they met in grammar school.
And what's your mom's story? What's her family story?
Her family is the drug lords. You know what I'm saying?
That grandpa,
yeah.
And your father. So her family put your father on then.
Exactly.
Got it. And then I got it.
You know, so they cuff my father as they own. You know what I'm saying? Got you. And it's funny because, you know, I'm the type that I don't like telling my story. I be wanting other people to tell it because, you know, people be thinking you putting B12 on something. So when I do my life story in my documentary, I'm going to let others tell it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to be I don't want to be the one that tell it.
But you got to tell it now. We talking to you.
Yeah, I know. I know. But I'm just saying.
Yeah,
so that way, you know, people be thinking so crazy, like, oh, that's cap. He putting some extras on it. But if you hear 84-year-old woman, you know what I'm saying, or 86-year-old telling you, oh, his nickname was Demon Boy. He got kicked out of nursery home. You know what I'm saying? I mean, the school.
School.
You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. Like, I can't, you know, they can tell you that. And it's like, oh, yeah, they not going to lie. You know, they not going to. So, you know, that's why I say that. Like my sister, look, Black, he'll tell you we was just riding right now on our way to meet them when they landed. And my sister, she in Cancun right now. And she like, we over here in Mexico. And they asked us where we from. We say Chicago. And what she say, Black? They asked, well, you know me. Now this Cancun, Mexico, Flip. She said, what? Yeah, that's my brother. You see what I'm saying? But didn't really know. And that's just off her saying where she was from.
So how does that? So grandfather in the game, grandmother, everybody in the game, and then you're born, and then you know there's a lot of things going on. Of course, so you know you move in different areas, so things can be moved around. Let's just say that. You know what I mean? And while things is being moved around, and when you come back to the town, your grandfather, in retrospect, do you respect the fact that because he kind of put you on? That's how I'm getting from you.
From Granddad, he put me on to know how to be like considered a working man. You know what I'm saying? Because during the time, we was considered the auto boys. We stealing cars, we hustling. Remember, I'm telling you, like 10, 11 years old, it started early.
Yeah, you said that.
You see what I'm saying? So by 13, it was gang-related murders. You know what I'm saying? You know, I don't like bragging on stuff like that.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of touchy for me. You know what I'm saying? Because life of crime is not a good thing. You know what I'm saying? Like me pumping poison in my neighborhood, I'm never grateful for that. But I think what helped me is because you know how they say turn a negative into a positive. I always tried to move like that. So if like in our projects, every hustler, we made them put up money during like Christmas, even if we was Muslim or didn't believe in Christmas. We'll make them put up money every Christmas, report card days, because when the kids come, we knew that they couldn't get a lot of stuff because their parents was on the drugs. So I guess it's considered hustling with a conscience. So that'll be me. I hustled with a conscience. You know what I'm saying?
At a young age.
Yeah.
So, but you said 13. So, I mean, what gangs were you around at that young age?
Black P Stones, Gangster Disciples, Black Disciples, Black Gangsters, Latin Kings.
And which route did you choose to go?
King Cobras. I was more under the growth and development side. You know what I'm saying?
What?
The growth and development. I was more of the growth and development
GDs?
side. Yeah. Gangster Disciples.
Yeah.
You know,
I don't know who you think you're talking to, but you got the right one today. you got the right one today. Yeah, you got the right one.
I mean, it's growth and development, Flip.
I mean, can you explain? Because I don't really, and I know you're very careful what you talk about, but I don't understand as far as the gang thing in Chicago. Like in New York, we know the ones like the Bloods, the Crips, and Latin Kings, and some other ones. But in Chicago, you got GDs.
It's GDs in New York too, Flip.
No, hold on. I'm not.
You ain't put them in there, so
I'm not. Pardon me.
Right.
But what I'm saying is that GDs, like, what's the start of that? Like, how did that come together?
I mean, well, of course,
it turned into what it turned into.
I mean, of course, it's gonna start with all of them was kings. You know what I'm saying? You got Bull, Jeff Fort, Larry Hoover, Walter Wheat, Booney Black. You know what I'm saying? Gino. So them the kings of the David Boxdale. So them the kings of each organization. So that's how I'm gonna do it. So David Boxdale, it was Black Gangster Disciples, which he was just wind up being a king of the Black Disciples. Booney Black was Black Gangsters. Larry Hoover, was king of the Gangster Disciples. Jeff Ford, of course, Air Rukin's Black P Stones. Gino, Latin Kings. Walter Wheat, Four Corner Hustlers. Willie Lloyd, Vice Lords. So I'm gonna just stop right there with the 7.
Okay.
So all them was kings, and actually Larry, Jeff Fort, David, they all ran together. You know what I'm saying? So now it was like we only want to be one king. You know, they didn't want to, stick together no more. We all want our own fractions. My father, King Pojo, I got to put him in there. You know, they all wanted to do their own thing. So I guess from my daddy being L. Rukin, Black P Stone, he said he gonna start. Oh, Mickey Caldwell, my bad about that. So the Mickey Cobras, you know what I'm saying, Mickey Caldwell for the MCs. So now you have, so that'll be 8. So you have 8 started street gangs, and I guess the feds made them organized crime. So we not street gangs, we organized crime. So that's why it's more so having to be careful of what you say, deduct them RICO acts. You see what I'm saying? Because now you don't want to consider yourself affiliated to something that you know they can just snatch you up because you made a statement or something saying that you was a part of that.
Understood.
You know, like them gang injunctions, and once they pull you over, they search your arms for the tattoo. If they see something, you automatically go in their system. You twist it after that. So, you know what I'm saying? So now everybody went their own way, you know.
So these guys ran together.
Yeah.
All 8 of them, or just a couple of them ran together?
No, majority, all of them. For real, they knew it.
So did they sort of get into an issue that it broken up? Because a lot of these, gangs today don't get along, yes?
Yeah, and that wasn't the original way. You know how the Black Panthers was? All of them was the same way. Like, Jeff Fort was 19 years old when the federal government gave him $1 million. So this stuff is unheard of. You know what I'm saying? He was 19 years old when he went and got $1 million from the government to increase the peace throughout the neighborhood. Now, you got to think, this is the 50s and 60s. 50s, 60s, 70s, you know what I'm saying? He 19 years old doing this. So, of course, his case is a terrorist case, you know what I'm saying? Because they was having Muammar Gaddafi was trying to give him $10 million to overthrow the government. So, you know what I'm saying? So that's why we'll still say we'll still say free Jeff Fort, you know what I'm saying? But It's like, how likely is that really gonna happen due to that fact? To whereas that now we saying free Larry Hoover, he got a better chance to come home. They actually just granted something, so hopefully he'll be home soon. You know, because majority of everybody on that Gangsta Disciple indictment is coming home. Everybody coming home.
So the guy who you said before, Jeff Ford, what's his name again? The guy you just said terroristic. What
Jeff Ford.
Jeff Ford.
Yeah.
So Jeff Ford could not. They accused him of participating in terroristic acts.
Yeah.
The government of the United States accused him of
Yeah.
that because he was offered $10 million to overthrow the government.
Basically, that's how they, spoke on it.
How many years he got?
Life.
Got life.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
He in ADX.
But Larry Hoover has a better chance.
ADX too.
But he has a better chance of coming home.
Yeah, he's coming home. He's coming home. Cause see, they cases like with Larry, they bugged the visiting passes. That's unconstitutional. You see what I'm saying? So they trumped up them charges, and by it being unconstitutional, that's the way that he's gonna be able to beat that. You know what I'm saying? Beat that situation, because he should have been home. Back then, a murder that he was locked up for only carried 20 to 10 years back then. You know what I'm saying? So he been in there now, 46, 47 years. So he was held against his will for 30, 40 years. You know what I'm saying?
So, but what did they put in? I don't understand. Like, this is my first time hearing about it. What did they sign over that make you think he's coming home? Which we want him to.
Yeah, no, the attorney. You know what I'm saying? The attorney that's working on the cases. A lot of the brothers coming home. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like, I got a brother that's locked up on that case too. I actually had two. One home now. He did 16 years off that case, and the other one doing life. So it's only like, out of however many if it was like 47 or 40 something on that case, all of them home except for like 4 now. You see what I'm saying? So, and that leaves Larry, Jimmy D, because they just let out Bible, Lil Fool, and Bougie, Crusher home. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So they just let them out. So I think Pops. So it might be only right, Pops, Daffy, Shorty G. It's like, right, it's about probably 7 of them left on that case out of 40-something. Everybody home. So, you know what I'm saying?
And is that because President Trump signed that thing?
Yeah, them orders. Yeah, he, and Kanye, salute to Kanye. You know what I'm saying? He brought light to Larry, case, and asked the president to, pardon him. He said he was going to look into it. So we was frantic about that. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Wow. So, sorry, G. So you being young, running around, you was with the great, whatever you called it.
Growth and development.
Growth and development. Shout out to those brothers, man, because, Chicago is very serious, man. You say something wrong, they offend. So let me get the names right, please.
You know what? It don't really be that. It just be the people that speak on it.
Okay.
And it be a lot of times people that didn't live it speaking on it. So they really don't know what they talking about. So that was my gripes with a lot of podcasts and, media news outlets.
We're going to get into that.
Okay.
Don't rush greatness. Don't rush greatness.
All right.
Don't rush greatness. Right. When did you start getting in trouble at a young age? Like, when did things get crazy for you?
I mean, I guess it started early, because if I got kicked out of nursery school, it started then.
What you do in nursery school, man?
I think I was cursing or something. I said something like, I told my mama, "Ooh, mama, look at that baby sucking their mama titties," or something like that. And they kicked me out.
Really?
And I think I was deborn the what you call it, the lunch boxes and all that.
Or
I'm going in the coat room taking the lunch boxes. So my nickname was Demon Boy. That was my nickname, Demon Boy. From my mama and them, you know what I'm saying?
So then you, all right, so Demon Boy, but then you outside and, you know, you with people and you getting money and you said that you had, you know, you were in the loop. Your family had it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But did you see anything crazy at a young age? Like, were you, you know, were you seeing people get hurt and stuff like that?
Oh, yeah. I was like 8 years old when I witnessed that tragedy happen to some unpaid debts, I think. I'm not going to speak on who it was.
You don't have to
But,
speak.
you know what I'm saying?
Can you tell us the story?
Yeah.
You got to say who it is. What did you see?
I mean, you know,
I don't know.
it was an unfortunate situation.
But I don't know, so that's why I'm asking you. What did you see? I wasn't there.
It was a tragedy, you know.
What type of tragedy? Because tragedies can be many things. Somebody could fall on rocks.
Yeah, that's true.
Walk
It
out
was a
and get
freak
back up.
accident, Flip. I saw a freak accident.
With your own eyes?
Huh?
With your own eyes?
Yeah, well, it was a dream, you know. Yeah, my own eyes were a dream, you know. But it was unfortunate.
Were you scared as a kid when you saw that? Did it
I mean,
traumatize you?
it was in post, so it ain't.
What do you
know what I'm
remember, though, from that day? Somebody was talking about some money or friendships?
You know, it was the approach. And then it was approach, and then it was an issue. It was
were there much talking? Were there?
okay, so let me say this. Certain things, if it's a fight, I can speak on the fight. If it was a murder, I ain't gonna speak on no murders. You see what I'm saying? Because there's no statute of limitation on them. So mine went from watching a fight to straight murders. You know what I'm saying? On a regular. So I can't. So which would make me a witness to these crimes. You see what I'm saying? So I wouldn't. You know.
But still,
something that a kid shouldn't witness.
If you was talking about it, right? When you witnessed it, if you talked about it,
I ain't talking about it though.
if you did though, would people be able to put the pieces together?
Of course, because
Okay.
you know
Then
why?
don't
Because
talk
it's a story that goes, where was it at? You know what come next? You see what I'm saying? Where was it at? It don't take no, you know, it's still cold cases. It'd be a lot of cold cases. You know?
So when you were young, you saw things, and then from there, like things got crazy. But given trouble, you know, did you have issues as a kid as well? Were you picked on? Were you like?
No, I bullied the bully.
Everybody said that, but you was a bully.
I'm a handsome young man, Flip. So that'll tell you. Growing up in the projects, I have a lot of scars on me. Permanent black eyes, you know what I'm saying? I ain't got none of that, brother. I got a lot of war wounds, you know what I'm saying? Knocking teeth out and, you know what I'm saying? Buckshots and...
I really don't know what you're saying.
I mean,
I'm trying to.
You
imagine.
got a vivid imagination, right?
Yeah, well, you know, take your time with me. Pause.
Okay, all right.
You know, I really don't know.
So when you move to a new neighborhood and you the new kid in the school, the bullies usually get a whiff that it's a new dude in school,
That's
right?
a fact.
And mainly if you the young, fly, handsome kid, the girls is on you. So these bullies, girls don't like that. So the bullies want to rush you, right?
That's a fact.
Okay, now when the bullies come and they 9 times out of 10, 9 to 10 deep or more, and you whoop the main one, because that's how I was raised. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no running. You can't run back home. Because if you run home, mama not letting you in. What you running for? And before you come through the door, you got to say what you running for. They chasing me, something. You see what I'm saying? So if you running from a fight, she ain't letting you in. So, you know, I ain't no track star, man. I got my slippers on, Flip, in the day room.
That's cold, man.
I mean, you know.
I'm gonna take my time though. I know you're gonna get a little upset, but it's just, there's no what's there. It's just sitting right here. It's just, you know what I'm saying?
Chill out.
It's cooking up right now.
You going with this
It's
shit?
cooking
Hey,
up.
Flip, right now, today, in this society, right? It's the internet. It's all that. You do your Google searches, all that, right? There's no footage of me getting beat up, punked, smacked. There's none of that.
Okay.
About to go check right now.
No, I'm not gonna check. I know there's none up there. All right, but what does that mean, though?
That mean if it mean I am who I am.
And we know that. I mean, you know, what you trying to let your nuts hang? What you
I
doing?
mean, they drag the ground. You know what I'm saying?
G chill, G.
You know,
G chill.
they drag the ground.
G.
Pause,
I can't do
pause,
it. Nah, that's too
pause.
pause. I gotta wait for the next one. That was a little. Next one, though.
They dragged the ground. He said.
Yeah, they dragged the
I'll
ground,
wait for the next
So, but all right. So then now, what was school like for you and stuff like that? Now, like when you got kicked out of elementary, but you went back to school eventually.
Yeah, I got kicked out of nursery school, so I was able to go to grammar school, and then high school I was red flagged. I couldn't go to no Chicago public schools. I was red flagged.
What does that mean?
Meaning if you gang affiliated, you know, they ain't letting you in. You can't get in. So you know what I'm saying. So by that time I had to go to alternative school, you know, because I couldn't. And then it was court order, you know what I'm saying, that you got to go into a school because they wouldn't allow me even in a alternative school. You know, just like now, if a death or something happened in Chicago, they don't even want our funerals in the funeral homes. You see what I'm saying? So you got to go to Michigan, Indiana, you know, you got to go to outskirts, Wisconsin. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So it's tripped out. If you a person of some status, you know what I'm saying? So it's a difference. Like when you a person of some status, things change. Like in high school, I couldn't wear Jordans, mixed Mac Jordans. They didn't want me to wear my jewelry. You know, I'm like Slick Rick in high school. You know what I'm saying? So they ain't want me. I couldn't park my cars on the lot of the school. Like it just was, and they just was like, red flag them, get them out of here. You know, you gotta go to alternative school. I tried to act like I wanted to play ball, anything to play to get favor of the school system, but they wasn't going for it.
So you didn't graduate or nothing?
I graduated from alternative school. I couldn't graduate from regular high school like everybody else. So.
So. You're in the streets. You outside. You're getting money. Family is who the family is. You're this guy that nobody is challenging for whatever reason.
They knew better.
And when you know better, you do better, right?
Exactly.
I mean, so you trying to say you never got challenged before? Everybody gets challenged in their life.
I can't remember. Not one.
Not one?
Oh, I guess the challenge would be the bullies in the schools trying to get me in each school, if that's what you mean.
You never got challenged as a grown man? Nobody never challenged you?
It didn't end well anytime they tried to do it. You know, like it's been plenty of occasions to where it's that I had to be mindful. You know, shout out K Slay. I was coming to do an interview like this right now. Dude got stumped out. Something else happened, this and that. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I don't bother nobody though. You see what I'm saying?
Wait,
Meaning like I'm not walking around messing with nobody, man.
Yo, who got stomped out, bro?
Man, you know, it was,
what's the story? I don't know. Come on, what's the story? Who got stomped out?
It's some funny stories too.
Tell me the story.
Shout out my man, Murder Mook. He came jumping off the couch like Superfly Snooker.
What?
Yeah, man. I got tunnel stories from the tunnel all the way up, man.
No, talk about the one you was just talking about.
To Cheetah, on up, man.
Yeah, talk about that one you just talking about. You said that, you went to do an interview with K Slay and somebody got stomped out. Tell us what happened.
He told me don't speak on it. I was apologizing to those that was hurt during the situation. And he, whoa, you know what I'm saying? So he cut me off on that. So I left it alone.
I'm confused. Where your person get stomped out at?
I left it alone, man. People got hurt. Flip.
Where?
They got hurt, Flip.
Where did they get hurt at?
Case is open, brother. I can't, you know what I'm saying?
Nobody, not the cases. You can't use the cases open for every situation.
I mean,
you can't use the cases open. It can't
I'm solid. I don't do no ratting, but I can't say that for the next person. So if I speak on the situation, that's what you say can and will be used against you in the court of law. You do know that, right?
I do know that.
All right, now, so I would be a plum fool to sit here. You dig what I'm saying? And say, hey, this one got popped. This one got ran over. You know what I'm saying, Flip? This one got poked up. This one got kidnapped.
Interesting.
This one, miraculously fell off the roof. You know what I'm saying? It's this, you can't speak, stuff happened. Stumped out in Jimmy's Cafe. You know what I'm saying? Yeah,
All right, so who got stumped out in Jimmy's Cafe?
Rest in peace, Trail, man. Fat Trail, man. I don't know. I walked into that. I just seen something ruckus. You know what I'm saying? I aided and assisted the brother. That's all.
You helped him?
Yeah.
Fat Trail, you helped him.
Yeah.
A very helpful guy. I'm seeing, man. I see a lot of, you know.
So I think it's in me, G Money. You know.
Very, very helpful guy, man. I see
I
a
don't
lot
like
of
bullies, Flip. You know what I'm saying?
Interesting. Hold on. Oh, give me a second. So, why did you say, I'm confused real quick. How many Fat Trails are there?
It's the only one I know of.
There's only one, right?
Yeah.
30 years old, right?
No, that's probably the little rapper from D.C. I ain't talking about no rapper.
Oh, it's another Fat Trail.
Yeah, Fat Trail.
So why we not able to look him up online?
From Harlem. That discovered Nelly.
Okay, so what happened with Fat Trail from Harlem?
He passed away.
Rest in peace, but what happened? Like,
I think I'm not sure if it was a guy that snitched on him or something in the joint. So I know he paroled out to my aunt's house. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So when we wind up going up to Jimmy's, I guess he saw the guy. And I just seen too much. You know how you be talking with your hands? Mm-hmm. And I couldn't, you know.
So you reacted basically to somebody.
Yeah, man. I reacted, man.
Interesting.
So he ain't talk with his hands no more. You know what I'm saying? I don't understand that kind of language. Like, talk with your mouth. You know, all this. I can't.
So you just think you could just come to different places and put and assault people?
I mean, if you in my circumference.
But he wasn't in your circumference.
He was.
You met him at Jimmy's Cafe.
I met Trail. And then this guy, you know what I'm saying?
That told on him.
Yeah. So.
How did Fat Trail pass away, if you don't mind me asking?
They try to say suicide, but we don't believe it.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? But
he's the one that found Nelly.
Yeah.
Interesting. Interesting. So my thing is that, when did you decide to leave the streets alone in Chicago?
Meaning what? Like hustling in the street?
I mean, I don't know. I don't know. Whatever you take.
You know, because when you say leave the streets alone,
it's so much mystery with you. Like whatever you take it. When you decide to change your life,
you, man?
Because it's everything he don't want to talk.
Whatever you take it. Whatever you take it. All right, whatever.
When did you decide?
Yeah. Oh. You want to read them letters?
Yeah, read it.
Say GDN, Growth and Development Nation.
Gotcha.
You know, we grow and we develop it.
All right. So before, let me get to that. Let me ask a question. In the GDs, are there ranks? Can you go in ranks? Like who? Like how does that work? Because the guy that started it, you can't really talk about it.
No, it's public record. Yes, it's public record.
GDs, right?
Yeah, you know, okay. Like I say, Larry, they was on BT. American Gangster.
No, but after Larry left, then who became in charge?
I mean, the feds came in charge. The
federal. But how was the GD still outside then? If the feds became in charge, you can't say that.
You know, there's a lot of them that ain't scared of them. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, life goes on, Flip. That's all. Life goes on. Don't bite your lip off. Life goes on, Flip. Relax, man. We growing and we developing in 2020, man. Flip.
Yo.
Hey, go on time out there, man. Go on time out, man.
Don't do it to him, Jojo.
Yeah, go on time out.
Hey.
Do it to him, Joe.
Hey, you know what the problem is?
What?
Like, we can't have an interview if you're gonna be. It's like a riddle. What you, the Riddler? It's not Batman. Everything is a riddle. I'm not gonna be. You giving me a headache.
Why?
Who ran the GDs after the man got locked up, man? Don't talk about the feds. What you talking? That doesn't make sense. Who ran it?
They do. The feds dismantled the organization.
All right, so
right?
how is it still around today?
I mean, I just told you, a lot of guys wasn't scared of them. I'm just saying, Flip. I'm just saying.
No. But, we hear a lot about the gangs in Chicago and stuff like that. And
see, I'm going to tell you like this. Yeah, if it was still considered gangs, I'd speak on it all day, every day. But it's an organized crime. It's a difference. So we used to get jealous of the Bloods and Crips that they could do videos and throw up their C's and their B's and wear their rags. We would get jealous because we couldn't throw up our pitchforks and break our head to the right. You know what I'm saying? Or to the left.
You really couldn't?
We couldn't. We gonna go to jail. You see what I'm saying? So they really played dirty with us, man. Like once that was their whole point of creating the RICO Act, and you had the Italian Mafia, and you had the GDs and the Black P Stones and the Latin Kings, all that fell under organized crime. See what I'm saying? So we wasn't considered a street gang.
I don't trust you today.
Why?
I don't trust you. I don't trust you. So you wouldn't consider with your organized crime?
Yeah.
See,
they don't want me to throw a rock across the street. All they do is throw up an L. Life, I throw a rock across the street. You know what I'm saying? So you got to move different. That's all.
So
you learn from others' mistakes. So do that make sense? Could I learn from others' mistakes? So I don't talk a lot. You know what I'm saying? You know, I don't do that.
Is that why you don't? I've seen videos online where you speak about you not liking the gangs and stuff like that, or liking the ideas of the gangs. Is that why? Because you guys didn't have the opportunity.
The misrepresentation of the gangs, whether they street gangs or even the last of the guys of organized crime, due to the fact we have to learn, which is grow, and we have to develop. So the genocide, I'm totally against it. You know what I'm saying? Yes, I was the one applying pressure, doing genocide in the community, pumping the poison in the community, doing the shootings, the killings, the robbings. I was doing all that. So when I was able to, once again, see my father behind that wall, my grandfather behind that wall, uncles behind them walls, you supposed to learn from that, right? Mm-hmm. And cause what they all tell you, learn from my mistakes. Right. So it's my duty to tell the youth under me to learn from my mistakes. You see what I'm saying? Like, I'm not, if I'm a felon and my cousin not a felon, I'm gonna tell him, look, go get your gun license while you ahead. You see what I'm saying? Because for me, they stopped me, they putting drugs. Like I'm so frantic, even though they not using them right now, but to have them cameras on the vest, I'm so frantic that they had that. You can just imagine what really was going on before them vests came into play. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And I fell victim to that. Like, the police being my district's most hated, and they coming and trying to put guns on me, shootouts with the undercovers and all that. And the only way knowing is because the badge fell after they ran off. But you thinking it's a stick-up guy coming with the hoodie on, or a rival creeping up. Dang. The return fire, they run off, you run up behind them, and it's a police badge on the ground. Like, I lived a different life, bro.
Let me ask you a question. I heard you are extremely judgmental on NYC gangs.
Why?
That's what I heard. That's what was said. And I feel that, are you as judgmental on the gangs in Chicago?
But it's no such thing as being judgmental. It's because I don't understand what they mean being judgmental. I know this. T. Rogers was sent from Chicago to California to start the Black P Stone branch. And I know that Tukey came up from New Orleans to California. They was baby cribs, then they went to the Crips. You know what I'm saying? And what's the other brother name? Raymond Lee Washington. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So whatever other street gangs or whatever that was there, this what I be thinking. I feel like, why people don't want to be Black Panthers no more? Why just go straight to street gangs? So that's what I disagree with. Don't come try to be no gangbanger when you can be somebody in the nation, a Muslim or Black Panther, to help the people. Why you want to? Because if the gang not showing nothing positive, why you want to be around it? So I'm supposed to champion on something that's has a negative, impact on the culture? That don't make sense.
You're not, but are you as critical as about the gangs in your own city?
Of course. I tell them the same thing.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I go right in different neighborhoods of vice lords, GDs, BDs, black gangsters, Latin kings. I don't care what neighborhood. I'm in the neighborhood.
I understand.
Telling them what I'm saying now. Stop. You know what I'm saying? Because the people you want to get or who you think your rival really ain't your rival for real. He only your rival because everybody want their lick back. So who gonna be the bigger person? That's why I continue to go on. Because even for me, if my brother get killed, there's nothing nobody can tell me. So when people be like, oh, y'all OGs fell in the shorties, we not fell in the shorties. But it's like hurt people. You have to understand that.
True.
You kill one of mine, it's eye for eye. Kill one of mine, I gotta kill one of yours. And it don't stop. Unless somebody be the bigger person. Because right now, it's not being critical to no gang. See, this is what it was. It was like, okay, if the gangs had some it was organized, but right now it's just wild, wild west. You know, the blind leading the blind. So, I'm going to tell my little cousins that's coming up, yeah, be a part of that. I don't love that person. I don't care for him. If I say, you know what I told my little cousins in Harlem, Bugsy, Teamsters, 149th and St. Nick? You know what I told them? Start your own gang if you're going to do something. That's what I told them. Be your own leader. Start your own gang. Wear a green bandana. You see what I'm saying? Don't follow nothing else to the extent where some not embracing you anyway. Even when they say, okay, East Coast, West Coast was at it, right? So you telling me I'm going to be a part of a West Coast gang that don't even like me. I don't get it. I don't understand that. Or if you in Memphis and you a GD, but the Chicago GDs don't honor y'all. You see what I'm saying? I'm going to be a part of that if I'm from Memphis. I don't want no parts of it. They don't publicly, they feeling like it's not from the roots. You know, it's not from the birthplace. So anything outside of the birthplace is considered watered down. Some going to tell you that and some not for their own better benefit. I'm just not one of them type of people. I'm not going to tell and embrace everybody all across the world that want to be GDs because I'm trying to put some dope in their neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? Or finesse them some kind of way by saying, by giving them the okay to be what I am. I'm just not that type of person. And as men and women, you have choices to make in life. So, you know what I'm saying? If you looking for me to okay you to being in the gang, you got the wrong person. I want you out the gang, away from the gang, because I know you're going to be dead or in jail or whatever else can happen to you. I know that already.
And you're speaking based off experience.
Off experience. Gangs you a part of, kill your brother, kill your mother, sell dope to your sister. Gangs you a part of, when you in jail, if you seem any bit of weak, you getting raped, you getting mistreated. So I'm supposed to tell you to be a part of this, what I know that can happen. It don't make sense. The weak link got to hold all the shanks in a cell. That ain't love for me, because if I get caught in this cell with all these shanks, I'm getting all the time. It's crazy. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, once again, if you know better, you'll do better. It's not hard. It's not rocket science. Why you can't? I want the kids and the youth now to understand it's cool to get a job. It's cool because some, you know, I get criticized for that. Oh, you telling the kids to get a job. You have to start somewhere, man. If you independent, you have to get startup money to invest into your independent company. Mm-hmm. So you work the job for however long, stack it up. Don't buy no jewelry, no cars, no clothes, no nothing. Use public transportation, stack the money up, and then invest into your independent company. So if you want to be an entrepreneur. But, you know, it's like anything you say, they take it out of proportion. You know what I'm saying?
Do you try your best to reach out to artists in Chicago that's associated with these gangs and try to make peace?
Yes. Actually, to be honest, right now, You know, shout out to True. We got some bulletproof trucks, vans, cars that we trying to sell to the entertainers and athletes and people with money, because they be victims or they targets just because they wealthy. You see what I'm saying? So even with that, it's just in my nature now to try to give them something that they can feel secure. It's sad that you gotta live basically in fear if you become successful. And I'm in the whole city with all us with PTSD. You know what I'm saying? And just, it's crazy, man. But the gang thing, okay, so take me out the equation. Google, look up all the gang chiefs, all the gang leaders. They said what I'm saying. And they was the originators. So what I'm saying wrong? If T. Rogers brought the Black P Stones and that's where you get your bloods from, if he doing seminars and everything, telling them, you know, put the guns down and all that, Larry Hoover say we ain't gangster disciples, we growth and development. Jeff Fort is Prince Al-Jil, he Muslim. You see what I'm saying? Come on, bro. Like, so what I'm saying wrong? If the king's passing down the message, you run with what the kings is saying. All of them saying it. So why single me out? I'm getting the word just like everybody else got the word. I just care to put it in the atmosphere. They put it in the atmosphere, but they behind the wall. So they reach can only go so strong. And that's where we come in at. We have a platform. Flip got a platform. Millions of people tune in to y'all. I'm not going to get on here and say nothing foolishness or that's worthless. I can't go to Sinetta TV. I sit down with Professor James Small, Dr. Reggie, get some game and knowledge about self and who we are, and then I come on, flip the script, and I'm finna super gang bang it out. Like, knock it off, man.
That was a question that was asked. Asking why is he so critical on New York gangs and not in Chicago? So that was a question that was asked to me to ask you. And
well, I don't really know where he come from with that.
I don't know. It's just, you know. And,
critical, like, I'm critical on any gang, any organization. Do better. Teach your kids better. Because, to be honest, I was critical about guys in the projects against guys in the neighborhood. I gave more credit to the guy in the neighborhood. Because I could say guys in the projects was cowards. When the beef was on, y'all running in the building. In the neighborhood, wasn't no running. You posted up on that corner. Wasn't no shelter. You gonna bang out.
they cool son. Like,
you feel me? Yeah, that's how I live. That's how I came up. And anybody in Chicago in our projects will tell you that 20, 30 years ago. He always said that. So I lived in every project community in Chicago, from Cabrini Green to the Village, which is Albler Homes, to Leclerc Courts, every building on State Street, the Hillets, the Ickeys, the Dearborns, the Robert Taylors, Stateway Gardens, Ida B. Wells, to Outgale Gardens. Anybody in them communities will tell you that about me. He wasn't running. He wasn't no chump. He wasn't no punk. He gonna fight. He gonna shoot. He gonna stab by himself. Not coming with 1,000 dudes because I had the power to do so. Anybody will tell you that. I was the front liner. You got a lot of dudes that's cowards for real. Just like me, I'm vocal. I speak my mind. I had disagreements with this one and that one in any city, any state, and stuff will go live. I know the location is public, and I'm here. My heart don't pump Kool-Aid, man.
Wait, look at me for it's time. No, all right. Well, I'm on your side today. See, I'm being nice today, man. Nah, get out of here. He cool, man.
Yo, G, what the heck, man?
I mean, you know, it's
He
like,
cool,
what are we doing? Is we being honest? We putting B12 on it? I am who I am. You know what I'm saying? I can't make it up. I told y'all I'd be more comfortable with the people talking for me than me.
So, real quick, because I definitely wanted to ask your opinion on the gang scene. But before we do that, I definitely want to know, how did you get into the music business?
Rest in peace, my little cousin Cole Black. He, you know, I was running around Jack the Rapper's Freaknik and all that. And he was like, "Cuzzo, invest in me." I didn't really know what he meant or what he was saying, but he like, "Invest in me." You know, I rap. So I was like, "So what to do?" So he's like, "I got some talent shows and stuff coming up." So when I was going to the talent shows, he was winning all the talent shows and getting these little trophies and all that. So he sounded like 8 Ball and MJG to me. That's who he sound like. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, cool. I wound up coming to New York after you know, he talked to me about that. So I think I had a conversation with Puff one time. Puff say, start a label. So now I'm like, okay, I got to think of a name. So, you know, I used to use a slogan, act like it. You know, if Flip say, man, me and G Money got the, you know, the #1 podcast, I say act like it, meaning show me better than you can tell me.
Right.
That's
you
what
know
I
what I'm
believe
saying?
in.
So you know what I'm saying? So now I go back, so I'm like, okay, I'm gonna start the label, the name gonna be Act Like It. I used to see Rello and C-Note in my projects, and I'd be Wells walking around with their headphones and notepads. And then Cole Black, like I say, he in Sircon City. So what I done was put Cole Black, Rello, and C-Note in a group and named them Mind, Body, and Soul. So that was my first group. I did a distribution because I already knew I was going to stay independent, because that's what everybody was speaking on, independent, from Rap A Lot, Cash Money, No Limit, Suave House, and Death Row. So I'm seeing how they moving. So I'm like, okay, this the route that I want to go. So I came to New York. It was some brothers up here that owned their own distribution. So I did a deal with them. Actually, me and Juvenile, when Juvenile put out that Holly Grove with Skip and them, that album, that's the company. I think it was the Johnson Brothers or something like that. I can't think of their name, but it was some brothers that owned their own distribution. So I did the deal with them and got the features. I came back up here. We was in the Trump Tower playing poker, big money in the building, and we, you know, I playing it, Puff doing his Diddy Bop, so I know I got something. You know what I'm saying? Somebody tried to hate, and I remember Shine stepping up, like, man, don't touch the radio. Like, one of the artists was trying to hate and turn it down. I don't remember who it was, but I'll put him on blast if it come to my mind. I don't know if it was you, Mark Curry. I'm thinking. Somebody was hating, though, and tried to turn it down. Mark, my man, but somebody tried to turn it down, and Shine, like, man, get out of here. You know what I'm saying? And turned it back up. So I knew I had something from there. So we did a show in Philly and Baltimore. So now I started to do promotional shows. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you get robbed in this game. You know what I'm saying? Like, Bert Padell was my accountant at the time. You know what I'm saying? So it was like, you had to give up a certain amount of money, you know, to get a check. You basically need a co-signer. You know what I'm saying? So we had Nelly, Lil' Kim, Mobb Deep, Eve, Benny Siegel and them. So I'm doing 2 shows in Philly and Baltimore with my partner O from Brooklyn. You know what I'm saying? Because O was doing it like 3 years, Major Figures. He was doing like this promoting thing 3 years before me. So he like, bro, I'm telling you. I'm like, listen, you from Brooklyn. So we got Baltimore. If you want to do Baltimore, we'll do one East Coast city, and let's do a Midwest city. I'm in Minnesota. I'm in St. Louis. I'm like, Milwaukee. Let's do it like that. I'm telling you, I know this game. So we did Philly and Baltimore. Now, we basically, that was me getting my feet wet in the game of being a promoter. But that allowed my artists to perform in front of that crowd in the arena. So they first shows was straight in arena. So everything I done it big. You know what I'm saying? So to go back to that with Mind, Body, and Soul, I had Oprah Winfrey show, you know, the Harpo Studios come to my projects, and I had to be Wells. It's never been done before. You know what I'm saying? So people seeing Harpo Studio trucks early in the morning setting up, they like Oprah coming through here? What's going on? Then they see the new BMW truck. I'm first one in the city. I pull up, park, standing out there. Now the crowd is there. We shooting a video. So shout out to Sam McQueen. He was the producer for the Oprah show. So he go to Oprah you know, and was telling her like, man, my man, I want to use the equipment to shoot his music videos. So, you know, she telling him like, you know, these $1 million lenses, but Sam like, it don't matter. He can afford to pay it if something go wrong. So, you know what I'm saying? Salute Sam McQueen. Thank you, Oprah. You know what I'm saying? For letting me use your equipment. And we shot Get That video and Who the Hottest. So the day of Get That, which was Rello and C-Note, that same night Rello got murdered. So the next day was the video for Who the Hottest. So people thought I was a rapper because I lip synced Rello verse in Who the Hottest video, because it was features on it. So while we shooting that video is when I got the word that he was found murdered, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, damn, you know. And right before then, he was telling me, so it was kind of like started off tragic because I lost Cold Black. Black wound up dying from an asthma attack. You know, after the tour and the little running around we was doing, he wound up going, I think, to Memphis, and he had got sick, and then I think he came back home and he died from the asthma attack. So I'm like, damn, you know, so it started off good and tragic at the same time. Right, you know what I'm saying? So we put Rello to rest, and then now that left C-Note by herself. So now I'm in Sircon City. I got Pistol Pete, Big Blast, Chachi, Black Rose, and I put C-Note with them so he don't feel left out, because you got to keep in mind, he just came from a group. He could have held his own and went solo, but I just like that family vibe, you know what I'm saying? And they welcomed him with open arms, and I needed a mouthpiece for my movement, which is Global Gangsters. And that's where they became the Global Gangsters. So they was the mouthpiece for the movement. Under our umbrella, we had Rick Ross, Jeezy, Mano, True Life, Saigon, Murder Mook, you know what I'm saying, Vado, and whoever else I'm forgetting. But that was the umbrella, you know what I'm saying? So after that, we went on a 32-city tour with the Clips. So I'm getting the calls from the labels, all the labels calling. They like, man, we need the next movement. We need the next movement, because G-Unit was the last movement, you know, or even 50 Cent for the umbrella. You know what I'm saying? So G-Unit was the next to go. I mean, after G-Unit, they was looking for the next movement, Dipset. So they looking for the next movement to go. So at this time, you know, Cam, salute to Cam, we was working out, well, it was like, okay, Global Gangsters and Dipset, we was merging them. You see what I'm saying? Because I don't like separatism. If we're going to do something, we're going to do it together and let's go. So he like, Joe, you and Jim can do whatever, you know what I'm saying? And then it was like, that went sour, you know. Publicly, like I told people, I ain't wish no bodily harm on Jim or nothing. He my little brother still to this day. I done seen them. We can agree to disagree and just stay our distance. You know what I'm saying? So it's love. I ain't tripping, you know what I'm saying, no more. I just seen him and Chrissy. Salute to both of them. We was in Miami. My little dudes, my little Zoes that just came home, they was ready to bark on them and all that. I'm like, nah, we ain't doing that. You know what I'm saying? So he can contest to that, because I didn't even look their way. Let them eat. You know what I'm saying? Let them eat. Why I got to hear y'all six over here ready to go. Once again, like I told y'all, that's coward behavior. You see what I'm saying? I'm not a dude that you here with your woman trying to eat dinner, and now I'm about to spoil that because I don't want to let something go. You know what I'm saying? So that's my growth in the development.
Hold on.
I already know you heard some of your comrades' names, and you got to address it, right?
He be playing favoritism too, the only G Money.
Cool. I'm trying to figure
Ain't
something
no
out.
owls in here.
Yeah. It's not an owl, but I'm trying to figure something out.
Talk to him.
You know, now I see that you have interviews speaking about it, so I don't want you to be repetitive, but what I'm trying to figure out is that what was promised to you, Capo, Jim, or Cam, that, because you come from Chicago. You come from a place where there's a lot of tough things that go on outside. And I'm not saying anything. I mean, you come from it and you see a lot of things, so you should be able to roll with the punches. Right? So what could Capo or Cam say to you or promise you that would make you feel a grudge, instead of looking at it like, oh, it happened. Now you're saying you can move forward, but you still say that you said you said you moved forward, but at the time, like, what did they do to you that you felt that was so, like, damn, y'all ain't keep? Cause I'm pretty
It's
sure
unexplainable love for Killer. You know, it's unexplainable love for all of them. But it's just like money. When they say it's the root of all evil, it is in its way. Like Cam, we was standing in front of Def Jam. We was going to meet Dame. I almost caught a case that day. You know what I'm saying? So he like, you know, Joe, I pay Jim to run a company. Y'all can split that. And I don't think Jim liked that. Because Jim looking at it like he going to hold us down, Killer, just being the big brother, you know. He just going to hold us down off the strength. But you should never want dumb muscle around you because it can always turn tragic. Why? Because that person that's willing to go out on a limb for you have family. He has situations that he has to take care of that costs. So when people be wondering how certain dudes get backdoored, that's why it be like that. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not a hater. I don't do no pocket watching. But if I'm around you and you making millions and you not even putting me on a payroll, eventually you're gonna become food, man.
Hold on.
I mean, you know what I'm saying? It's something.
What's that, friendly extortion? Like, that's what
It's
you're
not.
doing?
Listen.
Like, come on, man. Like,
Okay.
you can't come to New York and do that, man. I'm
So,
sorry. I don't agree with that.
Hold on.
I'm sorry. I like you, but I don't.
So listen, you work for free?
No, I don't work for free.
Would you work for free?
I don't. Don't ask me about me. We talking about you.
It's no. I gotta put it to where you can
But what I'm saying is that
understand.
you talking about as far as.
Let me say this.
Okay.
Do you, Jr. He got a roof over his head. He
That's
get his sneakers. He gotta eat, right?
That's a fact. Yes.
G Money, how you carry his crates, go all around the world with him. He paying for your room like you wifey. You know what I'm saying? He feed you. Y'all come from off the tour. You ain't got $2 in your pocket. Now wifey, she threatening you with divorce because you ain't helped pay no rent, no nothing for all this kicking that you just been doing. It's gonna cause some confusion and a problem. Now, G Money told you, hey, I'm about to get this deal from Def Jam. I'm gonna be able to pay you. Right? You get the deal from Def Jam, where your cut at? So now you supposed to be a punk and let G Money treat you like that?
What are they paying you for, though?
For whatever I'm gonna be doing.
Nah.
It's compensation. Hold on.
Come on, Joe. You gotta be see. You see this? You see what you're doing?
It's compensation.
Compensation for what? Hanging out with them?
No,
Making sure they good in New York?
Around the world. You got the world bigger than New York, right?
It is.
Issues been
Remember
happening.
you said Def Jam in New York, so that's what I'm
Yeah,
picturing.
that's Def Jam.
Okay.
But we talking about a business venture together. Jewel's home now. He'll tell you. OG, big bro, I want you to manage me. You know what I'm saying? All right, what's going on? You know what I'm saying? They shipped him 50,000. He was the hottest thing smoking. So he felt some kind of way about that. So now my thing is, okay, we having this conversation. I got a business mind. Let's work it. Let's do the right thing by him so he don't feel no kind of way due to the fact he got a whole crew up under him that's banking on him. You see what I'm saying? And I got access to that whole crew. So I don't want them to feel like he playing them when he not. But the people, his peers, is not letting him eat the way he's supposed to eat. So my thing is just trying to fix the dysfunction of a family. Do that make sense?
So, kind of, but it don't. So,
See?
no. You have to be more direct with me, brother. I'm sorry. So I'm trying to understand something. I'm really trying to understand something. First of all, how do you met Cam?
Man, Killer
take
been
your time.
around forever. You
Like,
know
how
what I'm
you
saying?
met him? I'm not about him being around.
I'm trying to think.
Take your time.
I mean, you got, okay, so could I say this?
Take your time.
Hold
You can say
on.
whatever you want to.
Hold on, because I rep Sugar Hill. You know what I'm saying? Hunt 49, St. Nick.
Respect.
That's my block. You know what I'm saying?
Understood.
So, my Aunt Minnie, rest in peace, you know what I'm saying, was the godmother to Mace. Shout out Murder. He hit me today. You know what I'm saying? Nelly stayed at the house. Like I say, Fat Trail was on house arrest. I mean, paroled out to a house. So they in the crib. My little cousin Bugsy, and Gritty was on Nelly's first album.
Okay.
So I've been around all these guys like before they blew up and all that. You see what I'm saying? When I say I'm your big homie, I mean that. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
That ain't me being on no cocky nothing. But I've been around before a lot of the dudes either became who they are. Or you know how guys need street credibility? I'm the streets. I'm in the street. You want to come to neighborhoods with your jury and all that? You got to place a call.
Friendly extortion.
No, you keep saying friendly extortion.
That's what it is. Call it what it is. You're not their friends. You ain't going with them.
Hold on. So who you? In my case, kind of, sorta.
Okay, you. But
so let me say. So what type of dirtbag would I be to let people that I half-aged grew up with, basically, let something happen to them when I can stop it or prevent it?
That'd be great.
So I consider myself the preventer. I'm not with the snake, nothing snake. Everything up front with me. You know what I'm saying?
Your prevention comes with a price. AKA friendly extortion.
No. Don't
press that button.
You said come with a price.
It's a such thing as called compensation, Flip.
Compensation as my man.
So in our culture, we like the only culture that don't like to compensate each other.
You have a point.
And we working, bro. Like we doing work. If I come in here and set up all this stuff, and you, prime example, the woman paying all the bills, right? You trying to pursue your music career. You tell her, baby, soon as I get on, you ain't got to pay no more bills. I'm going to handle everything. You get your record deal. You leave her. So she just brokenhearted, trying to find her way now. But she done right by you. But because she a woman, you done that to her. It's guys that do that to they brothers that when y'all fought, he was standing next to you. When the gun was drawn, you drew down. Some shots needed to get shot, you shot. Some kidnappings happened, you got them out of it. Things happen, right? So, just because?
You got them?
I'm gonna get it. First and foremost, that was good. You would have had me if my knowledge wasn't up to par. So let's take our time. So I asked you how you met Cam. You stopped mid sentence. You said that
Okay, so that's like that. So now I'm running around with Game, Black Wall Street. I'm behind the scenes, but I'm a part of that, right? So that's how I came across, I guess, Jim. Because Jim was like, man, come from over there and come over here. So I don't want to say as if like he was dissing that situation. So I'm going to just say I accepted the embrace because the Black Wall Street thing we was doing had came to a halt. Like the album was out, the tour runs it was over. So it was like if I was a security, that tour was over, so I was open. You see what I'm saying? So now I took the initiative to say, okay, cool, I rock with the Dips. That ain't nothing for me. You know what I'm saying? I rock with the Dips.
Do you have an LLC for your security company?
Just yes. Yes, Global G Security. Huh? Global G Security.
I didn't see it.
Right.
But I don't see it. I looked it up. I didn't see it. But we have a wonderful woman here that does amazing notes, and I don't see Global G Security. I don't see it. But she catches everything.
It's there though.
I see motivational speaker, consultant, Global Gangsters manager.
See, because some people don't like the fact to say they need security. That's why I just offer right now armored vehicles. So if you don't want to pay your big homie or the guy that's gonna help save your life when you traveling, come on, buy one of these armored vehicles.
So Capo asked you to come on that side because it slowed down, and then you met Killer through Jim.
No, I already had knew Killer, but I don't know where. Like I don't
Understood,
know
understood.
the initial. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, you knew him already though.
I knew him already. You know, in everybody family friends of the family type. You see what I'm
Oh,
saying?
you said you was in Harlem, Mason was around, everything.
Yeah,
So
all
it was
them
around the same. So
that's,
y'all probably
you
crossed
know,
paths.
Harlem word, like all them will tell you, like they'll tell you if they on your live or whatever. Everything he's saying 1,000,000,000,000,000,000% facts.
Let's calm down.
Like I'm not, you know what I'm saying? All right, man.
Blood pressure.
You know, I don't like.
My thing is that you.
Yo.
So how long did you were you in this? Because that you knew Cam, but you didn't really know Jim.
Right, I ain't know Jim.
Okay,
I met Jim, I guess, through the situation with Game. I think they probably was doing
They shot the video.
Certified Gangster and
got
all
it.
that. So at that time, you know what I'm saying, I was helping Smack. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm the one that got all the signed artists on Smack DVD. Like, that was my job. You know what I'm saying? That's what I done. So if you notice every Smack DVD, we the only people not from New York on Smack DVDs. Every issue that came out. You see what I'm saying? So I didn't go my separate way until Smack started the URL situation. And I started the Chicago version. So I gave that same platform to artists in the Midwest and beyond. Because, of course, Smack being from Queens, New York, we gave that was an outlet for independent artists on the East Coast.
We're gonna get to Smack because I don't like what you just said.
All right.
You know, we're gonna get to Smack. Let's take our time. So you go over there, and how long were you hanging out with them until Cam said what he said in front of Def Jam?
I don't know. And I know
It wasn't a long time, was it?
it was a time, but then I know after that, him and Jim went their own way. Which is why I say, because Cam was trying to do the rightful thing. Joe, all you done for us and held us down. I paid Jim to run the company. Y'all can split that. Only thing I can think of is Jim didn't like that. Because he know I'm coming for my cut. You see what I'm saying? And it's rightfully mine.
Slow down.
I don't want my little brother to have to take care of me. Give me mine, man.
Let's
You feel me?
You're speeding. I think the train is going 100. Let's bring it back to 70. Because you just tried to divert what I asked you.
What?
I asked you, how long were you around them before Killer said that? It probably wasn't a long time. What, a month?
No, it's more than a month.
2 months?
It was more than a month, and it was more than however many situations that transpired.
How much situations did you help them
So
in?
it's no.
But bring us
So
there.
let me say this:
How
it was no money amount that can be paid for what I done for them. So let's say that. So I love Cam unconditionally for him acknowledging the fact of being willing to compensate me for my duties. I love him to eternity for that.
Shout out to Killer.
And I will always, if you go back to when the friction started, to where green light friction with me and Jim and all that, I always kept my word on that. That nothing but unexplainable love for Cam and Jewels. And I didn't wish bodily harm on Jim, but stuff happened. You know what I'm saying? So
you're giving me a
hold on. So
Yo,
you know, so okay, Jim, me, him, and Snags. We three peas in the pot. We finna go over here to Koch. Alan Grumblatt finna drop this bag, Joe. We getting Ferraris and all this. And then I'm gonna tell him on here, Jim, I still want my Ferrari. Keep your word. We can agree to disagree. You can ship my Ferrari to me. Don't mess with the brakes or nothing. I'm gonna have it checked out.
First of all, don't slow down, because I ain't gonna allow you to ring around the rosy the stories with me, because that's what you're doing.
I got my slippers on. I'm comfortable.
You're extremely comfortable, but it doesn't mean that you're not talking in circles.
I ain't talking in circles.
Now, what I mean is that your story stays the same, but you're not explaining to me as a person from the outside, which you don't have to.
Because in certain situations, I can't speak for why Jim. So let me say
what
this.
Did you do
it
for
seemed
them?
like any business situation was getting sabotaged.
What did you do for them, though, Joe? What did you do for them? What did you feel like? I did this for y'all. That's not too crazy. That
Okay.
Yeah.
Y'all banned from Cali. Now you can come to Cali. Situation happened at the Rucker. We'll get you out the situations at the Rucker.
You got him out that situation at the Rucker Park in New York. Wait, what? You talking about the Junior Mafia situation?
I mean, listen, man.
I'm asking you.
Listen, brother.
So how'd you go get?
Okay. So now,
and I respect you. But
now I'm gonna keep it 100. If we gonna go to the DVD era, I would have wanted it to be me, Saigon, True Life on this couch, because we was the three henchmen. You know what I'm saying? Couldn't nothing cross us. And Saigon said right here, any artist, we just was testing them. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So in that situation, that was my situation. You see what I'm saying? With the whole Dipset. All that friction where True had the situation with Cam that I didn't want to happen, but if it's a green light, it's a green light, and that's just how we move. So I apologize for that situation to Cam. You know what I'm saying? But True only know how to ride for his brother, ride for his cousin, how he know his brother, his cousin gonna ride for him. Same with Sai. You see what I'm saying? So ain't no way around that. When the green light is go, it's go. You see me? So the neighborhoods get involved. You know what I'm saying? To where Jewels was trying to shoot a video on the Lower East Side. The car get kicked. Jim get, you know. See, this what I don't like. Because now when you got to tell a story, you feel me? You going to speak on the incidents that happened. And if I'm saying putting water on the fire, it's gonna make it seem like I'm going in on them. You see what I'm saying? Because you got to tell a story. So long.
Don't tell it if you feel like it's going. If you know, I don't want you to incite that, because that's not the point of it. That's the point that I'm making. You know what I'm saying? Because if I tell a story how I'm gonna tell it, it was all public knowledge. Once again, you see what I'm saying? So Jim and True Life situation derived from you?
Yeah. That was my situation.
So you mad at Capo? Let me just get this straight. Let me catch up myself and the people. You mad at Jim because Cam was outside and said y'all gonna split that, and then you didn't hear from him.
Exactly. After that, he went. Man, let me tell you, me and Jim had the same number. Last number digit was low. The difference.
I know.
Every number, 6 numbers, the 7th number different. We bleeping and chirping. You know what I'm saying? I genuinely loved him like a little brother, man. But it seemed like when money got involved, and I still ain't got an answer to this day.
But it wasn't no paperwork involved, Joe.
Not yet. Because how's gonna be some paperwork if you sabotaging it? It can't be none. You see what I'm saying? So when my phone go off, you feel me? The phones went off because we had a plug with Nextel. But you gotta realize I already had the plug with Nextel through Game. You see what I'm saying? With D-Mac, we already had the girl at Nextel. Right? Boost Mobile? The Boost Mobile been out a minute. Right now, that was Nextel. So it was either Nextel or Boost Mobile, the lady that ran that. And we all had free phones. You know what I'm saying? So it wasn't no free phone situation. It's just when the phone went off, we supposed to have a TV deal going on. You know, where we was driving exotic cars to all these big fancy mansions. It was girls and cooking, and we were supposed to do that. Then on the flip side, now we got what Cam saying, merge the company. So I'm going to bring Global Gangsters Dipset together. We're going to start working together and do this and that. True was actually the one that was telling Jim, listen, you know what I'm saying? I don't like that gang banging you doing this New York. You wearing these Shirley Temple curls. We ain't feeling that. You know what I'm saying? So he told him that to his face, and Jim was just like, Joey bugging, you know? But that's how he felt. Mm-hmm. He felt like we New York, we trendsetters. I'm not no follower. So I can't get mad at True because of how he feel.
But he can't tell a grown man what to do.
We're not living in the 40s. What's wrong with you? He's not telling him what to do. He just telling him he dislike it.
But what does that? Why would he think that's? Why would he do that?
Because he probably feel like Jim. Y'all Dipset. Keep it Dipset. Why you want to intertwine the gang banging and this and that? And then the dude that blood you in was a rat. You know what I'm saying? It was a lot of funny business going on. And we intertwining with you So it can't make us look crazy. You see what I'm saying? We ain't with that.
Does that make it right though? If that's like somebody coming to you and telling you something, does that make it okay?
He voicing his opinion.
I mean, but his opinion is his opinion. But don't you think that how was he voicing it? Why would it be okay to voice that opinion to a man that can do what he wants to do?
Because Flip, you keep forgetting that umbrella. That global gangster umbrella is a real umbrella.
No, I heard.
So all us under that umbrella. Ain't no big eyes and little U's under this umbrella. We move as a team and we move as a unit. So I once again have to salute Cam again because he did try to do right by me. You see what I'm saying? But by that time, True had already caught up with him in that situation. You see what I'm saying? So I'm like, damn, you know, I don't want that. So then Jewels and Jim tried to shoot a video on the Lower East Side. Not in our neighborhood, boy, y'all tripping. So now you ran up out of there. You know what I'm saying? And it was a joke at the time. What's that video game where you punch them in the rings come out? You know what I'm saying? Sonic the Hedgehog. That's what we was calling Jim at the time. And I done a video like this and showed his ring on my pinky ring for my birthday. So you know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, it was like, I think it turned into, you want to play with me, you know what I'm saying, and take my kindness for weakness, or don't give me the same love I give you, so you going to get embarrassed from this point.
You wrong.
So
you wrong,
no,
bro.
So that's how all that went.
You wrong, bro.
Why?
You wrong.
Why?
I'm sorry, you're wrong.
For what?
Because first and foremost, because... No,
they my guys. They my little brothers. So who gonna be more wrong?
No, hold on. This is my opinion though. They all my guys. Jim. I knew Jim for a long time since I was a kid. But that's not the point. You're wrong because a deal didn't go through. Jim disappeared, and you guys and you supposed to be preaching positivity. I don't know if you was back then, but that's how I look at you now. And the fact that you still looking for an answer, you're supposed to preach positivity. And
I am. That's why I said I really didn't want to speak on it.
He didn't take no money from you. He
did take money from me.
Hold on,
if I'm promised money.
Now let me finish, yo.
All right, go ahead.
He didn't take no money. He didn't take down your lady. He didn't do none of that. It's just a guy. How I look at it is that he was not going for friendly extortion.
He ain't gonna tell you he felt like no friendly extortion.
He wasn't going for it.
He ain't gonna tell. How he gonna, if he my little brother, how he gonna be extorted by his brother?
He not extorted by you.
This ain't Cain and Abel.
That's true. That's true.
Because it could have been Cain and Abel.
Got you.
It could have
been. There you go. There we go.
But it wasn't.
Exactly. There we go. And he probably felt that way. He probably felt that we moved from the situation. He probably did what's best for him because of how you talk. It could have been a Cain and Abel.
No, I'm saying to you, because you keep saying friendly extortion. I never, ever in my life gonna put my life on the line for him, and then I'ma hurt him. It don't make sense. That's what I'm explaining to you. And people will tell you, I done interviews prior. I did a public service announcement. I do not want, on my behalf, no bodily harm on Jomo Joseph Jones. I don't want that.
Why you calling his real name? Why you saying all that?
It's my little brother again. I'm gonna tell you publicly.
You trying to be funny?
No, I'm not. I'm not.
Watch you. I didn't even know you.
You got me sweating. You know what I'm saying?
You look at man. You get mad at me, but I'm trying to make you make
because I don't want nothing but the best for all of them. But I can't. I gotta tell my story.
I'm trying to make it make sense, though.
I'm making it make sense.
There was no paperwork
yet. You keep leaving out the yet.
No, but there was no paperwork.
It was a verbal contract. Twice.
You basing that over streets.
It's
behavior.
I'm a street dude. I'm doing everything.
That's
gonna
trying
be
to
street.
get into the entertainment.
Exactly.
You know the two don't mix.
It don't mix. So if I'm gonna leave the streets alone, and my brothers is in the industry and gonna bring me in, I got 1,000 people coming too. You see what I'm saying? So you ain't just telling that to me. You telling that to them 1,000 because I don't sugarcoat nothing. I bring them around. I have them in them rooms. I let them meet people. I give them numbers, cell phone numbers, all that. I don't be in the way of none of my people. So I don't want nobody to be like that to me. You see what I'm saying? Especially when you could call on me at any time, 24 hours. I catnap. I'm jumping up with the choppers or whatever, coming for you. And now when it's time, so you gonna make me dumb muscle forever. I'm not dumb muscle though. You see what I'm saying? And if I feel like you want to play me like I'm dumb muscle, it's gonna be an issue.
So what happened after you say he disappeared? But did you try to reach out to him? He reach out to you, or?
And why you didn't reach out to Killer? Killer said.
I reached out to Killer.
And what Killer said?
I say, Killer, our phone's off. What's up with this dude? Oh man, you know how he is.
So Capo was running the phone. I remember the whole Nextel thing. Yeah, Stack was a part.
Yeah,
I remember that.
So you know what I'm saying. So and even with Stack Bundles, I'm the one had him go there when the beef was on. I done that. K Slayer tell you pull up the footage. Soon as he did his first interview with K Slay, first thing came out his mouth. Shout out to big bro Jojo Capone. First thing came out Stack's mouth. I done that. I could have told him, I don't want to see you around them. You feel me? I didn't do that. That's his chance, his opportunity to make it. Bird Gang, do it. I done that. That ain't no secret. Mm-hmm. Like, so I'm not one of them type of people, bro. Any of them will tell you, whenever they came to Chicago, they kept their jewelry on, they were safe, they can do what they wanted to do. When you with me, you know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, just do that for me in return. Like, don't be like that with me. I'm going to tell you like this, and I hate to it's be crazy, but I don't know why certain people be like they be when it money involved and all that. So, okay, I'm watching this TV show. I don't know what it is. It's him and Chrissy. Chrissy jump on there. Oh, I designed this clothing line or whatever, and he don't want to pay me. You know how happy and relieved I was to see that? To see people thought I was tripping on him. But here go your own wifey, your own girl, and it was time to break bread. You ain't want to give her percent. And it's played out on national TV. See, it wasn't no national TV for us. It was DVDs and basically YouTube.
So you ain't speak to him since then?
I ain't spoke to him. I mean, he sent word, told my uncle and them like, that ain't for us. I got caught in a situation where I was, I finna wild out. But once again, no women, no children. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, hold on. First of all, because I want to wrap this part up. But let me just say my opinion. Because I definitely, first and foremost, everybody
I ain't never speaking on this stuff no more. Because I was all out my body on this situation. Because I felt played. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Jumping out with 100 shot in the front of a club, ready to do some evil, Cain and Abel. Because I felt played with playing with my intelligence. You know what I'm saying? Or my ego or my pride.
He's not responsible for how you take it. He's not responsible for your ego and pride. That's on you. You
don't do your brother wrong. I don't do you wrong.
The word brother is used loosely.
And we didn't do that. We didn't.
The word brother used loosely, and you know that.
The word brother used loosely, but not when I've been and stayed in Miss Nancy's house. It don't. See, I ain't one of the homies from around. I've been in your mama house. You know what I'm saying? I called a little cold. Miss Nancy, the one got me back, right? You see what I'm saying?
Respect.
I'm forever loved, but your brother's gonna agree to disagree. You know what I'm saying? And if it gotta be spoke on here, cool. I still wanna know what happened. You see what I'm saying? What happened? Because I don't hate him. I don't hate him. And I just gave y'all instances to show you I don't hate him. So it's nothing bitter. You see what I'm saying? So, I just don't understand why stuff like that happened. And when Cam when he went live and broke the internet, you see what he said? I'm the only person he spoke on in his whole thing. He said, I got caught up in a situation over Jim that ain't even had nothing to do with me. This was something with Jojo Capone in Chicago. Cam said that. That's on. Go Google that.
So he saw that.
All right. Well, stop acting like you don't know what's going on. No. See how he do? He know this information, G Money, and now he want to make me. I'm Demon Boy. I'ma forever be Demon Boy. But I'm a good dude too, though. I ain't just.
I ain't saying you a bad dude.
No. I'm not the snake.
I don't figure.
If we got a problem, I'm gonna let you know we got a problem. I am the dude that's gonna say, "Oh, you don't got your ratchet? I got two anyway. Here go one." Turn our backs, take the 3 steps and spin around, may the best man win. That's Jojo Capone. Jojo Capone ain't the dude that's gonna sneak in the bushes and catch you with your pants down. No, I want you to know when I'm coming, you gonna feel his wrath.
Do you understand my opinion though?
What's your opinion?
You don't want to hear my opinion.
I
Do
do.
you understand? Do you understand my opinion?
We talking about facts and clarity. I'm clear.
Facts don't have feelings, like what's his name, man said, right?
Yeah, exactly. Facts don't have feelings.
So we're not presenting this from feelings, but what I'm saying is that
You are.
you think so.
You did. You spent around and got on timeout. Yes, you had a whole tantrum over there.
I'm trying to get you to understand something, though. I'm trying to get you to understand that you said you did a lot, and I get it.
So because he my little brother, let him mistreat me and do me any
no,
kind of way?
I don't think he mistreated you.
Wow.
Cam said something, it didn't go through.
So you don't think it was a breach of contract?
There was no contract.
Because there's no contract. But he's saying verbal.
Because what I'm saying is this. I'm on the outside looking at it, but what I'm saying is this. It was a promise to made. Regardless of what happened, you gotta pay that. That's the street code.
That's what we going by, the street code, and the business is not the street code.
But yes, it is. That's
you,
because it's in the street, it's still business.
It's still
like
business.
A street dude can run a
Fortune 500
company. It's the same.
That's a fact. That's a fact. But what I'm saying, if it's not like his name was on paperwork and then Capo did that. That's
not
different.
If I come right now and say I'm gonna buy your son a pair of sneakers and I don't buy him the sneakers, ain't in a contract. What you gonna say to me?
I'm like, that's fine. Why you promise him sneakers? But you gotta talk to Killer though.
If you come to Chicago,
Killer my man though.
This part.
he gonna be the
If you
first.
come to Chicago and one of my artists catch you and strip you naked, and they tell you, and you holler Jojo name, and that gets you out of the situation. You don't think you owe
think
Jojo
you want dinner?
Yes.
A steak dinner?
Yeah, you can.
All right.
I agree with that.
You know how many chains we done got back? How many stuff we done did behind the scene, and we didn't get $1.
And never
And
mentioned
never
it.
mentioned none of these so-called gangsters and all these big.
You know how young I was on security with guns bigger than me for these people.
Protecting these so-called. So you don't think Jim? Come on. You don't think Jim? You don't even think it's worth a conversation?
And Jojo compensated
You don't think
all
it's
of
worth-
us
you don't think
for
it's
these
worth-
things.
You don't think it's worth a
Growing up.
conversation? And like you said, no women, no kids. I wasn't with him. He called
Don't
my
do
phone.
it, Black.
He
Don't
called my
do
phone.
it.
I got him right here, Black. Right now. No women, no kids.
Y'all got to grow up.
No, we are grown up.
Wow.
Y'all got grown up moving.
But-
Nobody got no scars. Nobody got hurt.
I knew
I think-
something about you in the back.
I'm not even gonna sugarcoat it since he want to play games with me now. Jumped out with the 100 shot. Game holler, Jojo, no. Chubby baby. Bear hug me. Big bro, please don't do this. Police, everybody out there. And that ain't my first and only rock with no police out there. Oh, my heart don't pump no Kool-Aid, man. And I love that boy like a little brother, like I said. Or we wouldn't.
You don't hate him.
Man, don't play with me, man.
That's your childhood friend.
Don't play with
and
me,
you
man.
speaking from that aspect. You're not looking at the big picture. You're looking at that's my boy. Because I could jump on JoJo's side and be like, that's my boy. But that's how you looking at it. But all we said was just business. That's it. It wasn't no friendly extortion.
None of that.
No bulliness. It was if you supposed to. If Cam said I got 100,000, give JoJo 30. You supposed to give it to him.
Yo, first of all, calm your temper down, man. You get hot. I see you. Relax. I can have an opinion, but I'm not saying. I'm just looking.
And
at
I'm saying because
You got an opinion.
I want to.
Yeah, I
you got an
respect that,
opinion.
yeah.
People got their opinion, and I want to keep my sanity and continue to look through my eyes at him as my little brother. I don't want to look at him nothing different because if I look at him any different,
I don't think it was intentional. To be honest, some people go through other frictions. I don't think it was intentional. If you had a rapport like that, why must we always go to the negative side? Like, yo, he was hating. You don't know if something went on between him and Killer that he had to make that decision. You don't know what happened.
No.
You understand what I'm saying?
Him and Killer already was on the outs.
That makes it
No,
worse.
listen.
And he told him he got to switch.
So that go to show you ain't paying attention. Killer said what he said. We going to do our solo thing at Koch E1.
Mm-hmm.
Jim said, me, you, and Snags about to get these Ferraris, do all this. The first albums and all that, I'm with him every step of the way. From the beats to recording, us staying in Miami while he recording, all that. It's a whole lot that I can be saying
That's
going
true.
on.
I'm aware of the
You know what
Miami
I'm saying?
stuff. Yeah.
And I'm the one taking the penitentiary chance everywhere we go. I'm the one with them 100 shots everywhere we go. Me. Because for some odd reason, because he even involved himself in the gang life, the problems was coming to him. So the streets wanted to test him. every step of the way. No, this is my little brother, and I had to show the world this is my little brother. Stand down. You know what I'm saying? That's genuine love, bro. That ain't no friendly extortion. That's genuinely love.
Okay, I understand. But
I'm putting myself in a line of fire. You think I don't know all these dudes dislike you? And once again, I bullied the bully. Y'all ain't finna bully him. You ain't finna do nothing to him.
Can I be honest?
Go ahead. I'm being honest with you.
When people talk about Capo, right, and they try to, sometimes you're in a situation where you might be outnumbered, or you're in a situation where somebody may have the better advantage. But to be honest, I never saw him be soft. And I personally, and when people tell the story, it's like,
nobody never said he was soft.
I'm saying, but sometimes
he better not be soft in my little brother. He better not be, because he know I'm coming. So at the end of the day,
but he can defend himself. Yes, we're aware that he can defend himself. If
he better defend himself.
No, but I'm asking. I want you to say that he can defend himself.
But you know what? You know what? And then you know what happens when you say he can defend himself, and then you know how critical the internet is. They'll show footage of him running. That's how they do.
He was outnumbered in the park with mad people.
It don't matter. It don't matter. What I tell you,
this ain't 300.
What I tell you, mama said, boy, you don't run. You not getting in this house if you knocking on this door and you telling me you running from a fight.
You can start by 50 Brooklyn niggas. Yes?
Huh?
Who wants to get stopped by 50 Brooklyn niggas? Who wants to get stopped by 50 Chicago niggas? Who want to get stopped by 50 Queens?
What Saigon tell you? It was 2 of him and 50. It was 100.
Yeah, he said that. Yes.
Queensbridges. He threw the first shot.
And he got him out of there.
And got out of there.
He got it. Look at the point.
It's a difference, though.
But you trying to tell me that Capo got to stay inside the park and fight 50 Brooklyn niggas?
I don't say be no fool.
That's weird. Exactly.
No, I'm saying don't be no fool. But hold on. So say like me, right? I say if I speak on something, I can talk it, I live it, and I can back it up. Mm-hmm. Let 15 dudes come in here right now. I guarantee you I don't run. Yeah, I'm prepared. True indeed. They won't leave out of here. I can guarantee you that. But
let's start up with the idle threats, bro.
No, I'm just telling you. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, if y'all want to fight one-on-one, just like how Saigon told you, we can fight one-on-one. Y'all don't choose to fight me one-on-one. Y'all think y'all gonna jump me. So if you jump me, I'm gonna do what I know I'm gonna do to you. So that's all I'm saying.
And I agree, but let's move the emotion out of it.
That's cowards. Any jumps is cowards to me.
Okay, so
you know what I'm saying? I don't like what I just tell you, man.
You said that.
I'm the front liner. Right. I got 1,000 dudes. You know what we used to do? Walk up and down the street knocking people out. That's what we used to do for fun. This was the fun thing to do. But I'm the first one jumping in the front to knock them out first. And if he didn't fall, we gonna box. When them 10, 15 of them thought they was gonna jump him, move. Don't nobody get involved. Man, I swear this internet, I wish, you know I was really deep when I first came up here, but y'all pushed the time back a little bit. I would have just had so many, what they call that, stories, I mean, to back up my story, people saying they part in here right now. Would have told you, like, this him.
I'm co-signing.
But we hear about it, and I'm not saying I don't believe you, but I'm trying to get you to see the rational side. I'm trying to get you to take your emotion out and be objective instead of subjective. I want you to be objective. Carl Thomas emotional. No, you're not Carl Thomas, but
emotional.
Even you said, I want to know what happened, because you said earlier, it was 2 situations.
It was. Cam said what he said.
Yeah, and then Jim said about the Ferraris and the 3.
He said, right, with Kyle. Yeah. Now check this out. Now, because I ain't tell you the third, right?
See, now it's 3.
Hold on.
Okay.
Myself, Big U, Steve Lobel, we get Nipsey Hussle signed. We up there as soon as we hit the door. Global Games was all. It was like a concert when I hit the door. Alan Grumblack, like, what's going on? Global Games is coming over here? They thinking we about to sign over there. So he like, yeah, well, we here for Nipsey, but yeah, we gonna figure it out. So we go in there. He got a Dipset poster behind his chair, you know what I'm saying? So the staff come in here, he the one who hold them down. I ain't asking them dudes to be talking all that, because I'm in this office. I don't want them feeling like, what, hold them down, what you mean? You know what I'm saying? And ask them questions and all that. I didn't want all that. So I'm just smiling. So he tell me, hey, so I can call to Chicago, George Daniels Music Room and all them, the radio station, call them all. Every last one of them gave him the thumbs up. Yes. If you're going to do a deal with them, yes. They music sell, they DVDs sell, they video, whatever. We do it. All of a sudden, Alan called me. Oh, everything checked out. But keep your options open. But y'all trying to sign the next movement. I'm the movement that's moving. It ain't rocket science. Don't give my enemy no money to defeat me. Come on, man. Like, everybody got insiders, bro. Everybody got insiders. So at that point, I'm cool. That ain't gonna stop me. None of that ain't. I've been eating.
So you try to assume that Jim might have stopped you from getting a situation?
Man, that's what I was told, man. From inside that building, and at the same time, Cam was suing them. You know what I'm saying? Because they was playing with his checks. You remember You remember that? All my stuff fact checked, bro. This ain't Instagram and Facebook. Mine fact checks out.
I'm not questioning your facts, but slow down.
No, I'm just saying.
You got all hot, you start sweating, relax.
Yeah,
nigga.
man, because it's like.
I'm just trying to get you to see something from a different perspective.
But it's hard because it's like.
It's hard to bully the bully.
It's hard, man.
Intellectual, you could be tough, you could be ignorant. It's gonna be the same.
I want him to come from a biased opinion, first of all.
And that's where you come from.
Right.
A bias?
You're not even being fair. You're not even understanding.
Don't do me like that.
That's what it is.
I'm very
I was quiet
unbiased.
the whole time.
No. Hold on.
How quiet was I?
Now, you was very quiet. I respect, but hold on. I was very I'm trying to get him to see something. Like, it wasn't no paperwork to me. Like, there's no paperwork. If it was paperwork, it's different. I can say, all right.
No agreement
And true life.
You're going to go buy a Kia Coke, and we going to say we 50-50 in black and white.
What was the paperwork that we handled down in Cali?
We going to say we 50-50 in black and white?
He said something earlier, too, that
Yo, G, chill, G.
No, I'm not trying to. I'm not taking sides, and I'm just saying he said something earlier that made it that could have made the situation even worse than it was. Like, he said that JoJo still compensated his mans.
I heard that.
Me personally.
Well, okay, yeah. So
yeah, because once again,
that to me is like now is okay. That makes it a little bit more like
because once again,
for him now he's like,
I love man. I don't got no throwaway niggas, and I say niggas Negus, which is negus. So they ain't gotta bleep that. Mean king. When I say niggas, it's Negus. That's how we pronounce it, but it's negus. Ethiopian word for king. You know what I'm saying? Europeans took it and made it niggas and all that, but they was trying to say negus, and that's how we identified calling each other king. So my thing is, now that come out my pocket. You see what I'm saying? So once again, this is why I use the word compensation.
The goon still got a son, a daughter.
No, I agree, and I'm not against that. I'm not against that.
Mortgage, a car note.
I'm not against. I'm not against. So you trying to say he never broke any bread with you at all? So,
Nope.
Never gave you no bread, nothing at all. Never. You trying to say he never gave you nothing?
I was doing all the giving.
So which one in the industry, somebody in the industry gave you something then? If nobody gave you nothing, then it's not them, it's you.
No, I got checks, boy. You know how many
Don't
checks?
Boy, don't call me boy, man. Don't call me boy now.
Boy, you know that Shacktown slang, boy. You know it. Hey, Famo. Hey, Famo. Hey, Famo.
But listen.
I got some checks. You know what I'm saying?
Y'all said I'm biased, and the people gonna curse me out in the comments. They
Why?
gonna curse me out.
Why would they
that's
do
regular.
that?
Because I guess because he said I'm being biased, so now they be like, oh yeah, you being biased.
They gonna agree. I'm being fair. I'm a fair dude.
And you from the outside looking in, you saying that I'm coming from.
Over here the whole time.
You was, and you saying I'm being biased, but I'm just trying to.
What you should have just said is you have an opinion, because we all do.
I have an opinion.
Exactly. But you can't have an opinion and be biased at the same time.
Right.
I'm not being biased.
And turn me into.
And turn us into goons and bullies.
Yeah, and Cain and Abel, and what else he called me?
Yeah, Cain and
He-
Abel
And then openly admit on situations. Oh, I know about that. Yeah.
Right,
Yeah,
then you
I know
know
about it.
Right.
I knew about the whole next tales. I knew about all that. I was around.
The whole time trying to find catch you running.
Okay, so let me say this. So my
So your
thing,
phone turned on.
Okay. So now, so hold on now. So let me say this. So since we want to say who problem is, okay. So JoJo, it go haywire. Jewels, it went haywire. Max B, it went haywire. Jaja, it went haywire. Cam, it went haywire. And whatever was going on with Stacks, haywire. You hear a situation right now, they talking about with male murder, haywire. Come on, man.
First of all, nothing went wrong with Stack. People need something.
Whatever.
All right, let's get Stack out of it. Mail murder, I didn't hear nothing went wrong. I gotta go look it up. I didn't hear.
Now
nothing
you gotta look it up.
I didn't hear nothing
the
went
most
wrong.
talked about thing
Right now?
What? What? All right, you look it up then. I ain't gonna say nothing.
You talking on the phone?
Yeah.
Oh, but
Not what? So what happened? What you heard on the phone?
All three of them. Look at
What you heard on the
he
phone?
was talking about Tekashi.
No, what he was talking about, what he was gonna do to Boy. You ain't hear?
don't know.
Okay, he don't know now. He know everything else. Though.
All I know, they have a conversation with Capo.
Okay,
and
matter of
Mel.
fact, didn't y'all interview Snow Billy?
No.
Y'all ain't interview Snow Billy?
No, we didn't interview him.
You interview him? Okay, well, he did an interview, and he spoke on that. So y'all pull that up.
But how are we gonna take what he says is true?
It's a situation. No, it's a situation that he spoke on about Mel saying what's going on, what he wanted to do, thought about doing to homie.
To Capo?
Yeah. He's put that out there.
But
so I'm just speaking on situations.
I don't know nothing about Snow Billy.
I'm just saying that's more than one situation. That's way more than one situation.
I don't believe it.
I'm saying that because like you made me the culprit. Like I'm just tripping. You know what I'm saying? So now
you're not the culprit, Joe.
But it's 8 other instances. We don't know what Snags got to say right about now. You see what I'm saying? That's another instance.
Cam in-house. I never knew anything between Capo and Jewels. I know something between Jewels and Cam. Cam in-house. Nothing happened with Stack. Jaja, we heard her story. I think it's just...
You heard the story about the other boy from the Bronx, Hell Rail. You heard something about Max B. Man, this list go on, man. So my little brother, Jim Joseph Jones, Jomo, I don't know what his issue is. He got to tell us, break it down. So get him up here. Get him on this in the hot seat. Hey, man, I got a scratch-off list. I'm running it down, and what happened? And see what he say. That's how you do that. That'll stop everything. I'm through with it anyway. You know what I'm saying?
So if he have a conversation with you, if you sat down and you had a conversation,
I'm gonna say the same thing, little bro. What happened? That's all I'm gonna say. What happened? What's going on? Him and True took a picture together, so that go to show you it's love. It ain't. You know what I'm saying? They took a picture together. They at Rock Nation. They was up there. They took a picture together. I didn't get upset. I liked the picture. Probably put some comment under it. You know what I'm saying? Just so people would see, like, he not upset. I'm not bitter or nothing. It's just, see the difference with this, you have interviews and you speak on your stories, past and future. Mm-hmm. You see what I'm saying? So it's kind of just choose what not to speak on or what. Like, I don't know. I don't got to speak on no rapper name and talk and have a story about my life. So they don't do nothing for me. I don't do the clickbait, all that. I don't do all that. The only people I ever done an interview with in New York City, period, Star, K-Slay, M-Rec, Doggy Diamonds and y'all, and now Sinetta. I don't be doing no interviews, man. I ain't, what we talking about? What if I'm promoting something or something? It's good. My situations be happening in the street and it spill up into this internet world and YouTube. Not, you know what I'm saying? So when something had to be spoke on, DVD era, me and True Life got on here and we done it together. We spoke on it together. Mm-hmm. As Saigon told you 1,000 times, I ain't had nothing to do with this stuff. That was True in them. You see what I'm saying? But once again, like he told you, guilty by association. When we see you, Saigon, we see Jojo Capone, we see True Life. Y'all brothers, y'all family, period. He call us, we coming. Simple as that.
How many people you had a problem with then?
I don't know, man.
Is that because you named all the people Capo had a problem with? How many people you had a problem with?
I don't have problems with people.
I heard people. I saw a couple.
Who?
How many people you had a problem with?
Speak on it.
Talk about yourself.
Speak on it.
You talking about Cam? How many people you had a problem with?
Speak on it.
Huh?
Speak on it. My problems come from people trying to play me. I'm defending myself, right? I got to stand up for me.
Okay.
I just gave you an example of if if the lady in the house take care of everything, you tell her you're gonna look out for her. Once you get on and don't look out for her. If she allow that to happen, that's on her.
What happened with you and Wale?
I just spoke my mind on that because he dissed Harold's chicken sauce. He say mild sauce wasn't something, you know. So he was hating on us. To me, they was hating. I'm Chicago, man. I got Chicago skyline tatted on my back, man. I got that city on my back. You ain't talking. It was opinion. He talk. He gonna turn that to an issue.
You got an opinion.
No, what I'm gonna tell you what's happening. He going live, so people is just coming up with something. Oh, you had a problem with this one.
No, I'm not live. I'm not live.
But go ahead. Oh, I thought you.
I'm not live.
But
no.
go.
Sauce, somebody would have died over no sauce.
Right. But then you apologize and all that because he felt the wrath. But I just so happened to be the one that spoke on it. I ain't come to DC and speak on Big Pink. You know what I'm saying? I mean, Big Bowl, they restaurant and say, oh, it's trash. I didn't do that. So you're gonna do a whole record and diss what we love in our city? You tripping, boy.
Well,
Young Chop.
Chop got upset because whoever I was going live with, he was trolling in the comments. And I thought I was getting him out of the comment section, and I guess it blocked him. I don't know how to work Instagram like that. So Chop screenshotted it or whatever, saying that he was blocked out of my live. And I just like, man, I got 5,000 followers in like 10 seconds. What's going on? So then it was like he posted, oh, not the OG Global Gangster blocked me. Ask him why he blocked me. So that was that. You know what I'm saying?
No, it was more to it.
I mean, yeah, it was more to it. He started playing with me, talking about he got a cash app for somebody to put hands and feet on me.
Yeah.
So I sent him a video of something of the Uber Eats man trying to give him some food outside his house that he didn't think I knew where it was. That was that. I left it alone. I knew it was issues.
Jeez.
I knew it was some issues. I spoke with the family. It was off, you know what I'm saying? And I left that alone.
And that was okay to you? Did he ask you for Uber Eats? Did he tell you he wanted Uber Eats? Did he ask you to send Uber Eats for him?
Did I ask him to put a threat on my life? Tell some people to put hands and feet on me? Did I ask anybody to cash at me? I mean,
Yo, G Money.
Huh?
G Money.
Well,
G.
I heard Cash App.
G, chill.
Bad habits,
you know
bad habits.
See, that's what I'm saying. So then when I do that, then he want to screenshot that and repost that. Oh, Jojo Capone, now you going police on me. So
But did he ask you for anything for Uber Eats? I'm just curious. Did he ask you for anything?
I'm looking out for his well-being.
Who are you today, sir?
he was hungry.
He looked like he was no. So you guys were aware that he was going through something mentally. Did you try to help him, or you tried to?
I was the one trying to help. See, once again, I'm the one that did a public service announcement. Stand down. Don't nobody touch him. On my behalf. Don't nobody touch. Don't lift a finger.
He's on medication.
He need his medication. He ain't going through something. Leave him alone. I ain't have to do that.
How do you think that makes people feel? That a guy that you like you flaunt him, stand down, don't do nothing off my behalf. How does that make somebody feel? That would have made me feel good.
It wouldn't have made you feel good?
It's cool, but I'm comfortable with who I am.
So Swiss cheese your house then.
No.
All right then.
Hey, don't put my house in this.
I'm just trying to tell
Don't put
you.
my house in this.
So that's what I'm saying. So listen what he's saying.
I didn't say that when you said, "Oh, stand down, nobody touch him, mother serving me."
That's a serious threat. Cash App. I got
No, he-
on Cash App for anybody that put hands and feet on.
We knew that something was, but JoJo, I saw the video. Yo, something wrong with him.
So I went outside, ordered me some lentil soup, rolled through all out Chicago because he told him he's in Chicago. So I showed him, yeah, I'm in Chicago. I'm eating some lentil soup. Come collect your money.
Location on the phone, however that go with Instagram when you log.
Go live.
You can come right, you pull up.
I'm in New York on the couch with my house shoes on. I'm good, Flip. Can't send a wolf at the wolf, man. So, once again, I felt no type of way. I don't want to speak on that situation. I care to leave it alone. You see what I'm saying? These questions is asked to me. I put that to bed. I didn't, you know what I'm saying? And I left it at that. I wish him the best. I told people that I wish him the best. Y'all leave him alone. He good.
Would you have a conversation with him?
No,
You wouldn't have a conversation with Chop.
I don't care to. I said what I said. I'm good. See, I'm not gonna do that. All that back and forth. Let him, if he have an episode again. Like, I'm not about to.
You're
do
supposed to be
all
the big
that.
homie.
Like,
though.
I don't.
You're supposed to lead by example. So why would you have a conversation?
And one thing about it, he know that. You know what I'm saying? He know that was a big homie. What I done was a big homie. Leave him alone. Don't do nothing to him.
Why wouldn't you have a conversation? You're supposed to lead by example.
What are we talking about? Only thing I'm gonna talk about is you right. You took your medications, you straight. Cause see, he went back on there. I was like, he told me I need some medication. I don't need no medication. Like it was a lie or something. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But you see, everybody stood down. Didn't nobody do nothing. I ain't seen Academics. You know what I'm saying? Posting nothing else about him or nobody. See, it was funny then. You know what I'm saying? It was funny when them guys be instigating situations that'll go bad. I can never respect people like that for clickbait and all that. Change the titles and all that. I don't like that.
Why you don't like Academics?
Academics.
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 I don't call no man out his name.
Academics.
Why don't you like Academics?
Because he's an instigating. He's Jamaican. So
hey, whoa.
I'm going to call him.
I'm Jamaican too.
Yeah. So you need to fix my pronunciation of calling him a pussy hole. Yeah. In patois. Live from Kingston, Jamaica. Pussy hole. Academics.
Why you don't like him?
Because of the instigation that he played on Chicago and beyond.
War and Chirac.
War and Chirac.
Okay.
These savages and all that.
Hold on.
Amping it up.
What do you think?
Use your platform. Increase the peace, young brothers. If y'all do that, I don't want to put y'all stuff on my page.
How did he get the footage in the first place?
Because now you got rivals. You see what I'm saying? So you got rivals that's going to send them stuff. You see what I'm saying?
So you blame him or you blame the people that's sending it to him?
I blame him because he can deny it. You see how you just told me you ain't interviewed the one guy?
Yeah.
That's your choice, right?
My main was a friend of mine, so I wouldn't interview
Okay.
him.
So once again, that's your choice.
That was your reason.
What we just say with him, what he do? Favoritism. Mano brother to me too. But I'm just saying, if this is my business, because you love to say, can't nobody tell me what to do, I do what I want to do.
We can't.
But you ain't interviewed that boy.
Snow Billy.
Yeah.
First and foremost, Mano Studios next door.
That's cool.
We would have interviewed Snow
This
Billy.
is a business.
Oh.
But hold on, this is a business.
Hold on, slow down.
Hold on. Mano is a grown man.
Allow me to respond.
With the hand of God. It works.
Yeah, it's my man.
Mano is a man with a good big brothers like me and some others. So somebody speaking their truth, let them do that.
Nah.
Listen, if this is what it's supposed to be.
So I'm supposed to let Snow Billy come here with Mano having the password to come in the studio and mess up my business because this man has been attacking this man and I'm closer to man. I don't even know Snow Billy.
No, it can be.
So what about being loyal? What about being loyal?
Then you say it was a brotherhood. This is your business. This is how you feed JR and them, man. So don't tie up this up in here. Get it outside, up the block or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So
I thought it would be
the good thing now we got Zoom, so you don't have to do that and bring him in and nobody in no harm's way, put nobody in harm's way.
I thought it was the best decision for us. We didn't have too much problems up here.
I ain't know nothing about that, so I'm gonna keep it a buck. Like I did what's the name of our little podcast? I don't even know the name of it. Yeah. What's the name of that?
The podcast? What you talking
Yeah.
about? Code of Conduct?
Code of Conduct. You know what I'm saying? So, Steph Belafonte, one of the hosts, he interviewed Snow Billy. I didn't know who Snow Billy was. So then I post the episode. I post a picture of that. You know what I'm saying? This the next episode coming. So I get one comment, Mano's your brother. How you interview him? So now, ask Mano what I done. I called Mano. What's going on? Because it ain't never reached my radar. You see what I'm saying? You can't expect the person to know what's going on the internet or wherever is going on. And me and him had our conversation. You see what I'm saying? But I also told Mano, he ain't speak your name not one time on the interview. So you see what I'm saying?
So what I'm
So I don't be honest.
what I'm saying is that you have to,
you was in tune. So if you knew it was friction,
Yeah.
that makes sense. Your loyalty, that's something that's
and
loyalty.
Snow Billy got mad at me and disrespected me because I made the best decision to not get him caught up in something here.
Oh, okay. All right, well,
Yeah, but you question it too.
what? I ain't questioning nothing. I don't know. Like I told you, I didn't know the situation. I didn't know it was no beef. If there's some beef in it and it get to my radar, then things get, handled. So I don't go on no internet when it's nothing cracking.
So back to Academics real quick. He did a
Academics.
Academics.
Academics. Go ahead.
He did a War in Chirac video, right? And you felt that was instigating.
It was, yes, it
It was
was.
causing more issues
I'ma
in
tell you,
Chicago.
Of course. You egging it on. Check this out. You remember Spike Lee, the movie that flopped called Chirac? Why you want to use that term? See, all these people want to use it for their better benefit. You see what I'm saying?
Okay.
So his movie flopped because you trying to use something about some queen of England or wherever she was saying, if y'all war, don't give them sex. You know what I'm saying? So that's supposed to stop the war. So he wanted to use the title Chirac to get people to read this book or movie when we dealing with real life. You know what I'm saying? I don't even know if he gave people from the Chi jobs in the movie. You feel me? And why you care so much? You from Brooklyn. You know what I'm saying? You worried about what's going on in Chicago.
Yeah, that's mad hypocritical.
It
bro.
ain't hypocritical.
You worry about stuff that's going on in New York and you from Chicago.
I'm from New York too.
No, but you being
I'm from Jersey too. I got addresses right now.
Come on,
my
Joe.
keys in my luggage. I got keys to apartments now. I have 2 kids in Brooklyn.
I
So
heard.
I'm gonna worry about what's going on around here. See, can't nobody make me be a local joker. I'm a global gangster. That's who I am.
And Spike Lee is a global director.
But once you can point out he's doing it for his better game, it's proof.
Chirac is not even a name. I doubt Chirac is a name that a Chicago person came up with.
So where you think it came up
I
from?
don't know, because Chicago's so crazy and it reminds us of Iraq.
Okay, cool.
So somebody put together Chirac.
So take Chirac out of it. Why you ain't come in there and try to build a film school to get these kids off the street? So let me explain.
I can't argue with that.
So let me explain to you the role I play for Chicago. If I get artists signed, I'm solely trying to get them signed to take them 10, 1,500 dudes he got in his neighborhood that's beefing, so he can put them on the road and travel the world and see better things. Now who y'all gonna fight with? Because we on the road over here. You see what I'm saying? Now, it could be the rivals. If I get them a deal, they on the road, they booked in different cities. So it's no turmoil going on in Chicago no more. The kids can ride their bikes, play on their skateboards, jump rope. But you know, the last time I seen a kid jump rope and ride their skateboards, they doing that on Lakeshore Drive. That's so unattached to the city. That's like riding your skateboard in the water. That's how far away you got to go do that. If you set the city up, the West Side Highway is the Dan Ryan. FDR is Lakeshore Drive. Picture you got to ride your skateboard on the FDR. When it's all this city over here, but you got to ride your skateboard on Lakeshore Drive. I mean on FDR. That's crazy. So when you lose a child, you lose a nephew, nieces, and people, you don't want nobody taunting that and playing that. You know, a little nephew to me that had got shot, his baby mama was driving and she was pregnant. The World Star put that up. I had them take it down. You think a family want to see that happen to their kid? It's distasteful, man. That what goes on this internet and what be seen. When you put up something, now they doing this fact checking and all this. But if somebody get their brains blew out or something graphic like that, they got it on there.
So while we're not blaming, just real quick, while we're not blaming the people in Chicago sending Academics the footages, why are we getting mad at them?
They to blame too. They to blame too. But I'm trying to explain to you.
You just feel like
people wanted to get on
for more positivity.
Right. What you was sending him before that? You was sending him your videos, trying to get seen and heard as an artist.
Okay.
Use that power to say, hey, no, I ain't doing no beef. Talking about no beef, but I'll play your record. Just like with me. If I do Music Mondays and I post 10 slides of videos, if it's a diss record, I don't post that. I post they regular song. You see what I'm saying? There's ways to go around that to where they don't feel like, oh, you only helping this guy or you only helping them. No, I got love and help all y'all.
Are you trying to squash the issues in Chicago with people?
All the time. If I'm called upon to do so, I do so.
If you're called upon.
Yeah.
But you're not making it your duty to go out there and do it, are you?
I do the both. I do both. But I understand that, like I explained earlier, if somebody killed my brother, there ain't nothing nobody can call and say to me. And you better move around, because I might take my frustration out on you. Because I'm frustrated. I'm upset. I'm hurt. And hurt people. So I can understand. I know you walking up to me with your Save the Children t-shirt on, with the grandmamas and all them telling us, put the guns down. You see what I'm saying? And in a split moment, I could just blank out. I lost my loved one. It's sad, but it's like it gotta start. It gets somewhere. Somebody gotta start somewhere and say, okay, enough is enough. And I don't know how soon. I wish it can be tomorrow. But
what do you think it'll take to stop the violence in Chicago?
I just told you. Stop trying to get your lick back. If they try to stop getting their lick back, then it can be better. But as long as you want it to keep being eye for eye, it ain't gonna never stop. It's gonna go generation to generation. Because these are my kids that's out here now that's doing that. And do I raise them that way? No. Do I tell them to go out there, shoot something, kill something? No. But this the environment they in. So now they gotta survive in the jungle that they in. You gonna be the predator or the prey.
Would you try to have a conversation with DJ Academics?
Nope. The damage is done, Flip.
It's never too late.
I don't think I ever heard him even apologize for his role.
Can you tell me his role? Can you break down his role? Because I really don't know his role in that.
I just told you. He the one popularized the beefs, the issues. Couldn't wait to, like, you know what I'm saying? He it's like inciting a riot.
Do you
know
think
what I'm saying?
people got hurt based off of his stories?
He made killers famous.
Exactly. It really
real killers. Not playing, not joking. They weren't even known. Nobody knew him. And then he made them famous, and he ignited a fire that now they got to uphold this savage that he put behind their name. And then they killing innocent people. And then they catching 100 years. And then they do it 19 and ain't even had no pussy. And they going to jail for the rest of their life. All because Academics is reposting them and
giving them a platform.
Giving them a platform.
For ignorance. So what kind of person is him?
What about the people doing the ignorance?
You can't blame them.
We not taking up for the people that's doing the ignorance, because that's what they do. But what we basically saying is, he brought them to light. They would have still been killers. That's like the saying, if a tree falls in the forest, do it make noise? Yeah, it make noise. You just ain't there to hear it.
That's a good. That's a good lie.
You ain't pouring gasoline on fire. That's all Academics did.
That's all he did.
Just the clout chasing out. It's 21st century, 2020. Everybody want to be somebody. Look on Instagram. Nobody broke, nobody poor, nobody hungry. And the people that's under the comments that's poor and broke and hungry, we don't even believe them because we think they scamming.
And you ain't
it could be a person on there genuine.
10,000 likes.
Yep. And everybody do it for the gram. If you say you ain't do it for the gram, you're a liar. And if you say you ain't do it for the gram, I believe that. But I'll believe you more if you say, yeah, I did it for the gram once.
I know 10 kids from that Academics era, them Cyrax savages that he called claim, would kill somebody on camera for 100,000 likes.
And I go to jail and be in jail, like he said, 19, never had no pussy, and be in jail, happy like, and take that 100 years and run with it. And do his bid. And live on jail time. Jail and game time. And cool with it. And you know he's from Queens, bro.
Don't put me in it.
He can't fathom the thought because Queens ain't Chicago. That's another conversation.
Hold on. Slow down. We're not ego tripping here.
No,
What's
not.
Queens is Chicago and Chicago and
I
Queens.
We all brothers, man.
I might be.
Oh, you might be all right then. You might
Can't speak for me.
Yeah, why? You got issue with Queens, man?
Maybe.
Why?
No issue. I actually
He
might.
pulling a flip on the flip.
See,
See, look at it. See,
this on the way out. Flip up when I get to it. I'm just gonna take my shirt off and go crazy on you, all type of shit.
You saw what he did. You
Why? But I don't do that.
what?
I don't act like that.
Crazy.
No, I don't.
This boy is delusional,
You
man.
did your homework before you came here, right?
Yes.
What you think we did?
When
I
they
don't know
told
what
me
y'all
when
did.
we was coming, I said, "Oh, the kid that
I'm not-
slams the factory."
Further, I'm not a kid. I'm a grown man.
Okay.
So let's get that out the way. But I like you. You cool. You didn't want to give me a pound. You know what I'm saying? No, I'm joking. So my thing is though. But are we not blaming? You know, we could be blaming the messenger instead of the people that's sending them, the people that's doing it. You should get mad at them as well.
Do you answer and respond to every DM you get?
No.
All right, then. Do you repost everybody that asks you to repost something?
No.
All right,
Do you
then.
think you can save the world?
Yes.
Japan.
Yo, G! G!
Global
What you
gangster.
talking about? Global gangsters? Don't do that. There's no global gangsters in Japan, man.
It is.
No.
They gonna come through. You gonna see.
I don't want no problem
They'll
with
see. Hey, my footprints over there.
No, we here. I just, I try to, and I understand. I understand what you're saying. You're not, just try to look at it from a different perspective. That's all. I'm not trying to sit here because you started sweating and stuff like that. You started getting flustered over there. I'm like, oh, that's a control.
Yeah, because it's like you know how you want to put something to bed and just say this is my last time and really make it be that. Because I have so much to talk about and things about me, but it just seemed like it stayed into that loop. You know what I'm saying?
But you brought it up. You know that.
I ain't bringing up nothing. I'm answering questions.
I asked you something else and it fell into that. I wasn't ready for that.
You thought you alley-ooped and set it up.
I didn't.
You think? Come
No,
on,
I
man.
didn't. No, I
yes,
didn't.
you do. Yes, you do.
Yeah, my fault.
You know what I'm saying? And I told you, listen, I don't even want to speak on these people, man. I'm cool with that.
But nobody speaks to you and have a back and forth like I do. That's the difference. So the difference,
They can.
they can, but they don't.
Cause that ain't lying to them or nothing. You know what I'm saying? I'm not lying to them. If I have like with me and him, if we having a disagreement, you know what wind up happening?
What?
I keep talking to him until he understand, and then he be like, "Yeah, I ain't."
That's
think of it
forcing
like
your
that."
opinion on someone.
It's not.
Instead of being-
Cause I'm not gonna stop talking to him until he see the common goal to what I'm saying. I don't care to put it like this. I don't care to argue with nobody. I don't do it. I don't got the time for it or the energy. I'm not. He'll tell you. I go quiet, mute. I ain't got nothing to talk about. My kids even got that trait. If you coming with some negative energy, we shutting it down. Cause when the Tasmanian devil come out, you ain't gonna like it. So leave me alone.
What about agreeing to disagree? You don't believe in that?
I love it. I'm agree to disagree. And I'm a loner for the most part, so I ain't really agreeing and disagreeing with nobody. I'm minding my business. You know what I'm saying? I'm minding my business. A lot of this stuff and everything you getting talking about, I was called upon. You see what I'm saying?
That's true.
I ain't throwing myself in nobody's situation or I ain't on that. Then even with music, even though I went independent and was doing it my way because I'm seeing what's going on, my family is made billions of dollars in this game. Brian and Ronald Williams, I don't gotta be trying to do no business with Todd Moskowitz, Alan Gruntblatt, none of them. Def Jam, no, I got them. I can call them and tell them this is what I'm trying to do. Just like with that. I didn't throw myself into Cash Money, throw myself into Rich Gang. Stunner said, bring all what you got over here. See what I'm saying? So even right now today, I'm not throwing myself into nobody pot or what they got going on. That's his invitation. And I was obliged by that. You think I wouldn't want to, you see what I'm saying? And it's the family business. So you think I wouldn't want to do this and that? And a lot of these people we speak on, they be friends of my family and stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So don't nobody be wanting no friction around, or some might say, well, how could we settle this difference or settle the situation? And to me, I might say just telling people to stay their distance. Social distance. Because I ain't gonna lie, a lot of them that I be saying, I ain't tripping, and I might see them and I don't know what I'm gonna do. So I'm working on that. I'm growing and I'm developing.
What's the situation with you and Hassan Campbell?
You know, in no situation. It was the same thing. Like, I don't know him. I took a picture with him once in the club. You know, I broke it down to him because my situation with that was him was calling, rest in peace, Duck mother a liar. And when I joined they Zoom and I explained that to him, you know what he said? You right, Joe, I'm apologize to his mother and his family. Cause I'm not coming on here to do no internet banging and arguing. I just put it out there to him. I said, Hassan, who are you to your mother? And rest in peace to his mama, love, because he had just buried his mother. I said, it ain't nothing nobody could tell your mother about you. So you telling me you will want Duck mother to get on the internet, get on the news and say, yeah, my son a gangbanger. Because that's what he was basically saying. He has a problem with mothers that don't tell the truth about their sons or whatever. That's not her job. Her job was to raise and nurture this kid. Her job ain't to diminish him in no kind of way.
Your parent is always going to look at the good in you.
So when I explained that to him like that, he said on the interview, man, I'm crying right now. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I told him? If I hurt you for the statement that I made, I apologize. That's what a man does. You know what I'm saying? Because I didn't know him. All I knew of him was what was spoke on about him on the live with the Bam Bada thing, and he put that out there to the world. Didn't nobody know that? You see what I'm saying? So I couldn't have even said what I said had not he put that out.
Well, we got past it, right?
We got past it. So that's why I told him, I'm like, bro, you done did 10 videos or whatever titles with my name, and if I said you was clout chasing, that's a description of clout chasing. When somebody don't know how to leave something alone, leave and let go. You know what I'm saying? So that was it. You know, I didn't know that if Doug Mama was going to be doing interviews and all that. I just personally know her. She from my projects. We grew up together. She personally came to me. You know, as she came to me, I was talking to my brother-in-law because they do some community stuff, you know what I'm saying, at the church right next to O Block. I was coming out of there talking to him, and Duck Mama was coming out there and stopped me in the middle of the street. Jojo, please help my son, this and that. I gave her my word. I'm going to try to help him. I did. I had got like a $300,000 advance for him if he would have signed with what we was doing, myself and John Monopoly. And I called Duck and he said, Unc, I signed yesterday. So I'm like, damn, why you ain't call me and tell me? You see what I'm saying? So I made my promise good to his mother on her behalf for him. So that was out of my hands. She came to me and asked me to help him, you know? So that's why, so when you say, do I help or I do all that. Now, in our city, that could be an issue because it's like the rivals or whatever can say, oh man, well, if he help him, he could take this money and go buy guns to come back to hurt us. And then I be the monkey in the middle. You see what I'm saying? When I'm trying to do a good deed, you see what I'm saying? But because I am who I am, I don't go through stuff like that. They all know how I feel. They all know it's genuine. They all know I want them to do the best for each other and stop it. Some of them be family members. It's crazy. You know what I'm saying? So y'all messing up family reunions and everything. You know what I'm saying? Because you decide to be this and he decide to be that, and y'all can't even come join forces. So the spokespersons of these neighborhoods and these crews, they have to do better. So the blame is on them. You see what I'm saying? They have to do better. They have to really just say, you know what, y'all, we tripping. Somebody got to be like, man, enough is enough. And some of them look at it like we move. So they like, we move out the city, so we ain't around. But then some get blamed for saying, okay, yeah, you might have moved to the city, but you sent 100 or 200,000 back to the neighborhood to buy guns. So don't involve yourself in nothing criminal at all. You know what I'm saying? Because you know what it's going to do. So, but you stuck in a position, the hood mentality, you stuck in a position to say, if I don't at least do that, it makes me feel like I abandoned my crew. I abandoned my neighborhood. I abandoned my you know, my gang or whatever, you know. Instead of taking your gang with you and away from that, you can take them, say, listen, I'm going to buy one crib, 6 bedrooms. Y'all thug it out in there, you know, all y'all go to work or whatever, get jobs and move out as y'all go. Once again, if you take the problem kids out of the neighborhood's safe again. But if you leave them in there, you know what I'm saying, they got to survive. So that be my thing. Get them some record deals, put them on the road. They too busy to beef. Because ain't nothing really physical going to ever happen if you on a tour every other 3 months. Where you fighting? You see what I'm saying? You ain't even stepped foot in the new house you bought in 3-4 months because you've been on the road so long. Your life is flights, hotels, tour buses. And I know that firsthand, even with Cash Money, for 30 years. Tour buses, private jets, hotels. And it was mansions, but how long did we sleep in them? You know what I'm saying? Because you on the road all the time.
Yo, so we're gonna switch gears a little bit. You know, I heard you mention earlier you have children, yes?
Yeah.
So how are your children growing up? Like, well, first question, how do they feel about you? Like your story, like how do they view you as their dad? And you know, like how much do they know about you from your history and your past?
I mean, my life ain't no secret, so they know just how he can get on that computer and do something.
Right.
They can do the same thing. You know what I'm saying? But to them, I'm their father. I get a roof over their head, make sure they all made it to school. I taught them what my mama taught me. Mm-hmm. I'm responsible for you until you 21 years old. I don't know if that's in the Bible or where that was from and where she get that from, but until you 21, you still under the nest. So I done a great job with that. You know what I'm saying? Did you
see any traits of your kids, of yourself and your kids from growing up?
He laughing. My son, like my first child, you know, he took that demon boy mentality. You know, I tried to move him, you know. And you know what? Now I blamed my mother, you know what I'm saying, and family members, because when he would do something, she or them would say, oh, you so damn bad, but you ain't nothing like your daddy. You just bust that car window, but your daddy to bust the car window and set it on fire. So what you think this young kid gonna do?
Yeah, he try to outdo you.
He wanna try to outdo you. So now when he spiral out of control, and I'm thinking about that, and I'm like, damn, you know, if I whoop him, put him on a punishment. And then I thought about it, I said, what y'all tell him about me? Like, what be going on? And when I told her, she said, I apologize. She said, I didn't even think of that. So he trying to do what he hear me do.
Right.
So now I'm coming to him, hey, son, I love you, with all these hugs. And in his mind, he feel like I'm trying to deceive him. You see what I'm saying? Because he like, you trying to come with this lovely dad situation, and man, you a beast. You see what I'm saying? So because I don't tell him, let's do this beast mode with each other, you know, he upset at me. Like, you know, like I'm trying to deceive him, like, you know. But like I had to explain to him, my duty is to love you and raise you the right way. My duty ain't to tell you nothing negative, wrong to do.
Right.
You know, but unfortunately I lost my son, you know, to gun violence. So once again, a person like an Akademics or any interview type people that, you know, instigate them type of things, and the child can lose their life, I take it to heart. I take it differently. Even though, because to be honest, he the one told me. I'm like, man, what's going on? He was like, cuz I ain't even gonna lie to you. That was his destiny. Either he was gonna be in jail forever or dead. He got a whole town terrified.
That man was Demon Boy times 10.
You know what I'm saying? And this,
in peace.
and it came from him. He was like, he feeling like he my little cousin, and I ain't no punk, but I'm scared of him. He tripping. I don't know what he gonna do. So for me to hear that from my little cousin telling me that about my son, I'm like, damn, because I'm thinking, take him from Chicago and what he doing, send him to Minnesota. But when you think about it, it's more kids like him in Minnesota too. So you really thinking, so you think you're doing a conscious decision by sending them, thinking you send them to a different environment,
right.
But the environment you sending them to has the same people like yourself there as well, because they people was trying to do the same thing. So you wind up running into the same type. It's weird, you know. But one thing about him, I told him, don't be a leader, don't be a follower, be a leader. And I can say he at least done that. It wasn't to the better good, but
Right,
you know.
right.
He wound up having 40, 50 little foreigners and all type of people, Chinese and Somalians. He had all type of. He started his
What?
own gang. What a cutthroat, right? Cutthroat gangsters. Cutthroat gangsters.
He got shot.
Yeah.
Where was he? I know you said in Minnesota, but where was it home? Was he outside?
No, he was outside. Mm-hmm. And then it was weird because at the funeral, you know, it was a lady about 32 or 28. He 15, and this was his woman. So I'm like, this kid, me all over again, man. Like,
My condolences.
yeah, you know what
Wow.
I'm saying? So it was like, I don't know if I ever mourned. I was mad more than anything because I feel like, you know how you look at your child like a project, and I know that I put and instilled so much into you. And you know what really hit me harder? After he passed, because, you know, when I sent him up there, then he wound up catching the case. What'd he do, 13 or 18 months? He done like 18 months, right? So he got out when he was 15. He had just had his birthday. So what, he wasn't even out 2 months, huh?
Nah, he was out for a minute, but
He was out for a minute before the incident happened. And so after that,
before that, he created all of that. He was in jail. He was like bubbling.
yeah.
Making it worse.
So now it was like so now his paperwork is coming home from, you know, got to do school. You in school. Straight A student, man. Straight A student, bro. So I was like, that was me all over again. I'm highly intelligent, you know what I'm saying, and I'm willing to do my schoolwork, but my behavior is terrible.
But I never knew that story about you, not to cut you off, blood. But I never knew the story about you not being able to go to high school. And that was the same trail. He couldn't go to no regular high school. This was the smartest kid in the state.
Yeah. And he
Straight A student, pro football, athlete, crazy football.
Yeah.
I never knew that you couldn't go to high school because, you know, I'm super young.
Yeah.
That's the same shit because, like, his son was with me this last days.
Yeah.
And I'm like, damn, this little couldn't go to high school just like you.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I'm gonna ask you a question, and you know, no disrespect. Do you take any blame for that?
No,
Do you ever
because
blame yourself for that?
no, I done the rightful thing. If I leave him in Chicago, it's gonna be this, he telling you
Yeah, he did.
he gonna be dead or he gonna be in jail forever for getting caught for the stuff that he doing. He setting stuff on fire. He doing all type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? So I gotta take you out your comfort zone. You see what I'm saying? So I'm sending you up here with my auntie. I got cousins that's there that can be a second father figure. There's more than enough of them. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
And you can't say you ain't getting no love. You got a house, a roof over your head. You getting meals all day long. You know what I'm saying? So you ain't suffering from not getting no love.
Even though he was in Minnesota, Joe was still back and forth in his life.
Yeah, and I'm still back and forth, whether it's phone calls or whatever.
Up there, but, you know, it was in him already. He was going to do what he's going to do.
So initially, when it happened, did you already have that mindset? Like you said, your little cousin told you, you know, he think that, you know, it was destined for him. But were you mad at yourself? Did you try to like think of different ways I should have did this, or you thought that you at the time you?
So I ain't telling you the story because I done it. I took him out the courtroom. I told the judge, send the bailiff outside. His stuff is packed to the ceiling in his truck. He out of here. So if you don't put him on no paperwork, judge, we jumping on the road. We gone. And when I told that to the judge, I said, send the bailiff outside. They'll see all his stuff packed up. I already had in my mind what I was doing with him. You see what I'm saying? Because I can't beat him, keep him on no punishment. That ain't gonna work. You know what I'm saying? First chance he get, put it like this. If I put him on punishment for a month, that 31st day he go outside, you feel me? He done, now I'm getting the call. Come over here. He done cut the lock off the, you know what I'm saying? The last situation, he done cut the lock, the burglary bars off somebody's house. I don't know what you about to do. And you done set their house on fire. You done set they garage on fire. Cause it's like, just say the neighborhood watch type thing. And I think the man was saying that they was kicking the lights out on the block and all that and told on him. So he ain't like snitches. So you know what I'm saying? So he gonna go cut the block off the man's house and set the garage on fire. Come on, man. You know what I'm saying? Dude was tripping. You know what I'm saying? So it's like,
That dude was a menace, man.
and then if you see him, which he on my chain right here, he ain't gonna look like he threw a rock across the street. Tasmanian devil. You know what I'm saying? But that be like that. And I didn't know, and like I tell you, he'll feel like I was deceiving him because I didn't tell him no war stories and all that. I didn't do that. Tell you like this. Lil Fo Bent had got killed. Game called me. While Game on the phone with me talking to me on speaker, guess where I'm at? At the jail, at the at 3rd District police station, getting him out of jail. I don't know what he done did at this time. And I filmed it. It's on the DVD, the Chicago version DVD. I don't know which one. And I said, hey, man, what you gonna do in life? What you want to be? Because Game on the phone telling you he crying his heart out that his little homie just got smoked, killed, and you doing this. So he said, well, I'm going to be a rapper. So he kicked some little bars or something. You know what I'm saying? And then after that, he wound up getting in trouble some more where I told you he had to go to court. So now I told the judge, listen, don't even put him on no papers or nothing. He getting out of here. So even after him getting out the police station right there, he still ain't, you know, it's like, and I'm like, and you got caught. So if you gonna do something, you know what I'm saying, you getting caught.
Rest in peace, man. You know what I'm saying? It's a sad situation. You know, so let's go into Jojo Capone now in 2020. What's going on with you now, man?
Right now, myself, my partner Steve Marcano, we've been doing this with Impact Network. They house like 90 million homes, you know. It's a network, you know, and we doing boxing events. Okay. You know, Champions and Stars, which is a TV show, you know, like a new ESPN or Showtime boxing type show like that. Then Birdman, I just left him in LA. He told me he about to do something, and then we gonna do like a joint venture type deal or whatever, and then I can give these artists a shot. You know what I'm saying?
Don't get mad at him now.
No, I ain't gonna get mad at him.
You mad at Birdman?
And I'm gonna prove to you that he told me this already. He did a video. He said whatever he want to do, I got him 100%. Whatever artist, we was doing a turkey drive in New Orleans, and he did a video and spoke on that. I had thousands of artists. If JoJo gonna run it and this and that, we want to be part of it. And we didn't do it. But I didn't wild out. See what I try to tell them artists and all when they ask me, I say, ask Birdman, add him on his page and ask him when y'all doing Cash Money Midwest. I was trying to sign 4-2 Doug, you know, so that's what it was, Cash Money Midwest. And so far, out of the people that I had my eyes on and then was in cahoots with, 4-2 Doug popped out of the situation. Probably with somebody else too, but 4-2 Doug for sure. He was like my first, you know, that I wanted to sign right then and there. Then with Duck, you see what happened with that, because Duck, Lil Zay Osama had $2 million. I had $2 million on the table for him. He came to the meeting. Who?
Cindy Lauper's son.
Oh yeah, Dex Lauper, Cindy Lauper's son. Had a deal on the table for him too.
He's out here.
Yeah, he out here. He just did something. But, I still stay in tune with them. I don't get upset if they don't sign the contract or do the deal. Because actually, even with Dex, and I'm speaking on this because it's like, okay, cash money, this and that. But now when they seen him and Wayne reconcile their differences, you ain't seen no footage on that. Ain't nobody speaking on that. It ain't no headlines no more. You see what I'm saying? You see how this game is funny like that? It's no footage on that. Nobody speaking on, they back together. 50 Cent was like one of the only people that jumped out there and was like, man, y'all better stay out of that. That's a father and son situation. Everybody else jumped out the window, had all this to say, all this. Now you just heard them saying they gonna do a like father, like son too before he retire. Now what y'all, you see what I'm saying? Come on, man.
What's your percentage did you get from these things?
What? There you go. You pocket watching. I got a song called Stop Pocket Watching, man.
I just want to make sure, what's your percentage? 15, 20? Do you try to get 30? Because 30 is
depending on what the deal is.
Yeah, of course.
I'm saying.
We gotta eat. We got kids. We got, we got houses. We got cars.
The lights gotta stay on, man. You pay rent in here.
Yeah, don't worry about me.
I'm just saying. See, don't worry about you. What you
Can we work something out?
Yeah, can we work
No, I'm good. Nah, I'm all right. No, thank you.
What days you want to work out of here?
Oh, man, you guys are good.
Gotta see the paperwork. You know what I'm saying?
I'm good. No, thank you. No, thank you. No, thank you. I appreciate the offer, but I'm at the pass.
Wow.
Yeah, but what else you have going on, though? Like, what else you got going on, in 2020 for Jojo Capone?
I mean, we only got 3 months. It's over with. 2021, let's go. Get rid of this COVID situation.
Yeah. Yes,
and let
please.
businesses go on, man. Films. I got a writer, got like 100 scripts wrote. So, we just had some Chinese investors, partners, was willing. They just was donating $5 billion to a company, that I'm on the board with in California. And then COVID hit. So I'm trying to do some positive things. And sometimes the past can open up old wounds, but the stuff that I'm speaking about, you see that evidently I must have been moving right and doing right by people because these blessings that's coming to me wouldn't be coming.
How much kids you have now? Like how much kids you have
total?
Yeah,
9. I got 9 children and 8 grandchildren.
Right, but
We got mouths to feed, man.
what's their names?
Starting, my first kids I had was twins, Ariel and Montreal. Then I got D'Angelo, Dantrell, Aisha, Destiny, Kayvon, Brooklyn, and Lil JoJo.
Aisha Mack is your daughter, right?
Yeah.
Shout out to Michelle. She have got a good team, man. She got all these beautiful notes. Shout out to her. Yeah. Her birthday gift, you said, right?
Yeah.
It's behind the scenes.
Yeah.
Yeah, Aisha Mack. I see your daughter. She said that her
Mine was Tuesday the 8th.
I shouldn't be pardon me. Wait till the joint over. Say that for later. She said that she does music, right? Your daughter does music, and she also said that her boyfriend was murdered.
Yeah, man. Yeah, that was crazy too. Yeah.
The 2 kids you have in Brooklyn is Brooklyn and who's the 2 kids you have in Brooklyn? You said you have 2
Lil
sons
JoJo and Kayvon.
and Kayvon. So you got a son named Brooklyn too?
My daughter named Brooklyn.
Daughter named Brooklyn. I'm sorry, pardon me. You got a daughter named. And why did you name her Brooklyn if she's not from
Her
Brooklyn?
mama did that. I would have never done that.
How many of your children mothers you get along with?
All of them.
How many of them you got?
he be
Yeah, but you know what I do?
Wait, hold on.
Listen, I don't discuss them because I don't want them discussing me. You know what I'm saying? It ain't nothing bad, but I just lead them out of like my interview about me. And if I oppose to them to say, listen, your new boyfriend or whatever, he don't need to know nothing about me. You know what I'm saying? Don't tell him nothing about me or nothing. If you know what I'm saying.
That's kind of tough to,
I mean,
how many baby mothers you got? Stop doing the ring around the globe. How much you got?
It's irrelevant, bro. Like it's irrelevant.
It's not irrelevant. How much
It
you
is. It's irrelevant.
Because something ain't right, huh?
What?
How much you got? Why?
What you think I'm gonna say? 9 baby mamas?
What you got? 8? You got
I don't
5?
gamble like that. I think it's 5.
I
You think it's 5?
Yeah. Because it's 2 by 1,
I know,
3 by. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. Okay, you
Yeah.
think
So
it's
it
5.
ain't no
Okay.
lot.
How many of them around? A lot of them around the same age?
The kids?
Yeah.
They all. Well, them oldest ones was. Because the oldest one's, 29? Then I got
You thinking he's
28,
a hold on.
26, 23, 20.
Wow.
So like 3. So they like the difference. They like, you know what I'm saying, they different.
What's the
They-
oldest girl name?
They different. You know what I'm saying? So then I'm gonna tell you what I did too. You know what I'm saying? What I wound up doing was just having even kids that I didn't know or they mothers thought that I was probably the father. I did swab them all down. You know what I'm saying? You know, I'm a real father. If it would have been 16, I would have claimed 16. I ain't tripping.
But you have 9 children.
Yeah.
And your
But
son-
really 8. Because there's one that I ain't having the blood test. I just still consider. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't want to. Man, that story deep too, man.
So what happened?
Man, I'ma speak on this. She was like a best friend, homie lover friend that, you know what I'm saying, that I never had befriended a woman like that. You know what I'm saying, like a homie lover friend. She was that, but she was married the whole time. So they was running a different ship over there. The husband knew about me, you know what I'm saying, and she got it's things happen, you know, well, whatever. I'm telling my story. So the children, two of her children died in a fire. So I came up here to console her, and during that time I came up here to console her. She had got pregnant. So to prove to me that the baby wasn't the husband's, she called me and had me on his phone and asked him, how long has it been since you slept in the bed or whatever with me? So he like, about 10, 11 months, but I'm tired of this. So she said, okay, thank you. I love you, and hung up. So you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, okay, well, that ain't his. But me being a man, that don't mean it couldn't have been a dude up the block. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't no sucker. So even though she's saying he yours, but he mine, and it's like she ain't allowed me to have no relationship with him. And I don't understand that. Like,
How old
that's
is he?
17.
You never saw him before?
I seen him like me and True seen him like 2 times type, like when he probably was 1. So what happened? So I didn't hear from, so she came to Chicago at 5 months, showed me the ultrasound. Then when she left, I ain't hear from her for 11 months. I was standing in line. I'm on my way to Cancun, you know, when we was to go to Cancun, that event. And I get a phone call like, you couldn't call and wish me happy Mother's Day. So I'm looking, I'm like, who is this? So to show you how I thought the husband had killed her, the baby, everything, you know, how my mind was thinking, because I didn't hear from her. And this a person I would hear from all day, every day, you know what I'm saying? So I had wrote off, basically, I guess, in my mind. I drew a blank. So when she said it, and then she sent me the picture. So she's like, he looked just like me, you know, all this and that. So I'm like, all right, when I get back in the country, I'm going to come see him. So I called True. I'm like, cousin, meet me over here. We're going to meet the baby. You know what I'm saying? So she brung him through. I brung him a socks cap and a T-shirt from the airport, white socks. And after that, I don't think I seen him no more. So up until now, I only got pictures. She only just keeps sending me pictures.
So you don't have his contact?
No contact. I just asked her for his Instagram or something. Because I'm like, he got siblings. Why you making him think? So my thing was, I had to think about it. I'm like, so dude, I said, so who he think is daddy? Which clicked the bell. And of course he gonna think the husband was a daddy. But
Right.
now that y'all divorced, why you don't keep it 100? You see what I'm saying? If he mad, let you know I'm a real father. So if you don't know, if you know what I'm saying, so I'm like, if you don't know, that's understandable. But we can swab him down and find out. So she feel like she don't want to cause no friction. He doing good. He playing football and all that. So I called one of my homies in Houston, because his daddy used to play for the Houston Oilers. So he a coach, like a number 1 in the school, and Shorty a beast on the field. So I was like, you know, so he was telling her he'll help her put him in the school down there if she moved from here there. You know what I'm saying?
So she's in New York?
Huh? Yeah, she in New York.
Well, we got to get down to the bottom of this.
I would want to, and I don't care about putting on blast, because I don't like that. You know what I'm saying? If I'm trying to be a father, like I texted and I asked her, I say, listen, man, COVID here, something happened to you, you know what I'm saying? I wouldn't even been able to meet my child.
Can I
you know what I'm
verify
saying?
those texts? I just want to make sure. Would you mind showing me after?
Yeah. And I'm gonna throw everybody under the bus. She was Mano's first girlfriend.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying?
Gee.
His uncle Murder was his uncle thugging him out on the block. So I used to be mad about that. He on the block, he gang banging. I said Murder. So we had the conversation. Don't be thugging my son out, man. So so I don't really know, bro. Like,
It's heavy, man.
Gee, buddy, what the? Hey.
So you know what I'm saying? So and I said that, so I was like, and I collaged the pictures.
So what's her name?
Keisha. I told you I'm not gonna hold back
Keisha
nothing.
what?
Now I don't want you to get sued, or we can get sued, right?
Okay.
Or something. So I don't want to do that.
Off behind the scenes.
Yeah.
So Keisha
So
from
bleep
Brooklyn.
that.
Well, nah, you can say Keisha. You didn't say her last name. You can say Keisha.
Okay. All right.
What part of Brooklyn is she from? Just curious.
See, then we gonna it ain't slander, right? She divorced, so I ain't doing nothing wrong.
It ain't nothing wrong. You basically
You ain't saying
have
nothing.
to tread light, my man.
Tread light.
I mean, but you can say her name. You didn't say nothing bad about her.
No, I ain't saying nothing bad
You don't
about it.
feel like you putting a business out there, so you can tread light.
Yeah.
Now I
agree.
want to meet my son.
just-
But if I want to meet my
You just
son,
explained she had a husband.
Explain that she was having.
what? A entanglement.
Hey,
So,
She was
Shut up!
committing adultery, bro.
he right. He right. But so what?
So
what?
Defamation of character.
Oh,
But it's my truth.
No.
It's your truth, but that don't mean it can't be sued. But you can be sued for your truth.
What's that? Wait, hold on. Wait.
well, kid will sue me because if you get me in court, I can see my child.
No, what's
So that's
that?
a sacrifice I'm gonna take.
It's not defamation of
He
character
wants to
though.
find out.
Right.
I thought defamation of character is saying something that's slander. He didn't
Slander.
slander
She
us.
can say defamation of character.
She can say this shit is not true, and it can be
she was
defamation of
married.
character.
He said they was married and it was over.
All she got to do is say,
And then
true.
and then when they all right, but then he showed the text, and then when they do the swab and it's true,
I mean,
she's in trouble.
it can be proven, but what I'm telling you is, until it's proven, that's why you got to get sued. She can claim defamation of character.
But
Miss
that-
Keisha,
She get up
so
for
well,
that-
Miss Keisha, he want to see his son.
I want to see my baby, man.
Miss Keisha, no
Right.
disrespect.
meet my cousin.
Right.
You want to meet everybody.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm saying,
I wanna see my son.
Why you making him feel like he out here by himself and he got siblings? I already lost a child, so she lost two, so she lost three. Cause Montreal was supposed to move up here with her to help take care of my son. So when she did go, went through her thing, so now to lose her kids, to lose a cousin, she said, and now to lose Montreal too, along with me.
so nobody knows that he don't know that you his father at all.
Not that I know. And when she sent me a picture and all that, the kids' pictures is like on his stand, and Montreal pictures on his stand. So he got to know why would Montreal, her two kids could be on his nightstand. Why is Montreal picture on the nightstand?
And he play an athlete.
And he an athlete.
We got pictures of that.
He
but
you know what I'm saying?
when we
He,
got the pictures that it disappeared. We couldn't go to get deeper. Like, okay, he got on a blue jersey, so he might.
right, we was trying to go to find the
My
school
son
and
plays-
everything.
My son plays in Long
Right.
Island, where he was playing in the same city.
Right. So I was on
Yeah,
it.
research, but
Gotta
Yeah.
watch this guy. I do something about it.
Yeah. So, but I'm telling her, I say, listen, I got brothers, I got family here in the city. I'm saying, let them support him, show
Right.
him that. And I say that because my other son, he caught a body, and he was an A1 in football. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like he can give his little brother some tips and all that. And I'm telling her that.
Is he in jail?
no, he's home.
No, my son is home. He home.
It's time.
Yep, Dantrell. Yep, all of them. Dantrell, Montreal, and my son.
What's your real name? Joe Trail? Everything is Trail.
Yeah.
What's your
You
real
know what I'm
name?
saying?
What's your real name?
So now it's
No,
like,
what's your real name?
so now Jojo Capone. man.
Nah,
You know what I'm saying? So now it's like, so I just would now see how this turned out to a great interview, but then I got all that Tasmanian devil in the
How
beginning.
many men really do that? Most men will be like, he old, he this, that. You want to find out?
Nah, it's
No,
facts.
I agree. I
But
did
now,
yeah, G.
if you do a test, if you actually get to meet him and get to do a test, and if he's not your son, then what you gonna do then?
It was that simple.
Right. Well, I'm saying
And
like
now-
I'm saying right now, if you
And now
let's say if you meet him,
and now I can answer a question properly. How many children you have? 8.
I think that he
Not
should,
8 and a possible.
I think he should be able to meet
9.
his son,
You know what I'm saying?
Of course. Yeah.
though. Yeah, I don't know why.
Yo,
Because she didn't like when I used to say, well, how am I possible? Like, I got 8 and a possible. You know, like, at the time, it was like 6 and a possible. Because I think he my 7th. Yeah, he my 7th child. You see what I'm saying? So I say,
about this.
Nah, she is.
but why should I?
Keisha.
So she don't care about my feelings, so why should I care about hers? You ruining 2 feelings. My son ain't getting a chance to mingle, you know, with his father and get some love and stuff from me over here and let me raise him too.
Respect.
Yeah.
And he's 17.
Did you speak to Uncle Murder? Uncle Murder knew him?
Yeah, Murder was raising him. Man, I'm gonna put murder on him, right? But I don't know how that's gonna go. Cause I don't want to get Murder in trouble.
When last you spoke to Miss Keisha?
When she just sent me one picture, but see, when I tell her that, see, she know me. She know I'm a real father. But like I told her, I ain't gonna take him from. He's 17 now, so even when he was younger, I'm not gonna take him from you. I know you lost children. I would never do that. I'm just saying, let him be raised with me too. You
So
know
that was Mano's first girlfriend.
Yeah.
Man, nobody know, man.
No, I think we asked I asked Mano too. He ain't seen her neither. He ain't seen her.
He tried to say a lot of things. He said you also tried to take women from him when he had 2 women in a hotel room in Chicago. Do you remember
No,
that?
I made sure he was cool.
No.
He
I
was
made
coming
sure
to help out. That's what he
I
do.
was helping him out.
He didn't
He's a
need
helpful
help.
guy,
He
man.
did need some help, and I helped him.
And you took one.
And I made sure. See, because girls is sneaky. You know, they think this an artist, they a rapper. I can go in here, steal his jewelry when he go to sleep. Nah, we ain't about to
So
do
what did you
all
do?
that.
You took both of them.
Huh?
Huh?
What?
Who?
When?
Where?
What? Why?
So you took both of them?
Nah, he did what he did, and I did what I did.
Yo, Miss Keisha, we on you. No
We
disrespect.
on her ass,
we
man.
on you, Miss Keisha. No, and please don't get mad. I ain't
And
taking
then
that down.
when I asked her, when I said if something happened, this and that, I said, so what if something happened to you? She said, my family know how to reach you. And then I go in my thing, I see the auntie follow me, the cousins, everybody follow me. So I'm like,
they gotta have him on his page.
but
She
she tell me he yours, but he mine. And I don't understand that. What you mean? What he yours, but he mine?
Real fathers matter, man.
Then she sent the
Facts.
picture. She sent the picture of him to my grandmother. I didn't even know they was in cahoots. So I go in my grandmama's house. I see a picture of him on her thing. Look, she got a thing like this with grandkids.
Shout out to grandma.
My granny got a thing like this with the grandkids, and she got the. I said, "Whoa, where you get that from?" Oh, she sent them. She supposed to bring my baby to see me. So who gonna lie to my granny? You know what I'm saying? So I was still trying to give her the benefit of the doubt. She proved the point with me with the husband thing. You know what I'm saying he yours, but he mine. So she proved that point of that it wasn't the husband's. You know what I'm saying? So I still try to say, listen, it could be another dude or whatever. She's like, nah, is you crazy? You know. So I said, are you doing that to get back at the husband? Because I think the husband had a baby out of wedlock. So is this a payback baby or what? So she figuring if I ain't asking you to support him or do nothing financially for him, relax. So I'm saying, so was I a sperm donor? You use me for a sperm donor? No, I love you. I would never do that. You know what I'm saying? These are words. So then to disappear with him like this, you know what I'm saying? And then by her naming him her last name, she was married. So the child's last name could have been him, the husband. And it wasn't because I asked Aunt Minnie, rest in peace. I asked Aunt Minnie, and she was telling me in the state of New York, you can't do that and this and that. You know what I'm saying? So that's why he got his mama last name. So I don't know, man. It's like, and that's what I'm saying. I'm dealing with stuff like that. Flip got me on here with my little brother Jim. Jim, I love you, man. I don't know what to say.
You won't blame me.
Cause you know, but he know at the end of the day he know, cause like I say, he just saw me, and if I was on Gorilla, you know, it could have went the wrong way. He know himself. It ain't just
He
me.
saw you made eye contact?
Yeah, that's Jim, you Jim and Chrissy, and this us eating. We in Grand Lux or Cheesecake Factory in Avatar Mall in Miami. Yeah.
I wasn't there, but I was there.
So I got love for Chrissy. I got love for Jim. Like, I'm not on that. I'm not on that, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't tripping. It just evidently it went wrong. Something went wrong and the distance went somewhere, and what happened? That's all.
You just want some closure.
And I ain't tripping. I don't even care for no closure. You know what I'm saying? I ain't tripping. Like, it's been too long. I don't even like talking about it because it's been too. You feel me?
Right.
But when I saw him and True take their picture, you know what I'm saying? That was one of them moments again. Like, we grown. You know what I'm saying? It's love. You know what I'm saying? So I like that.
Well, it's in the words of
Jim Verse, I make one call to the shot. Jojo, them bullets will fall on you guys like rainfall from the sky. Brat, brat, boom. Them his words, man. Yeah.
You don't like to hear that.
Yeah. In the
Them
words
his
of Queen's Flip, is there anything we didn't touch on that you want to speak about that we might have missed, or anything you want to mention before we wrap it up?
No, I increase the peace. I love everybody. I ain't tripping. You know what I'm saying? The one person or whoever said I'm hard on the New York gangs, like, I ain't hard on no gangs. I don't even do something better. We know how to hate each other. Let's show love. Let's start the love game. What about that? Let's start a worldwide love game. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man.
Start it up, man.
I'm not going to entice no foolishness or no. I ain't going to do that.
It's a dope interview, man.
The tough man contest is over for me. I ain't, the tough man contest is over.
Sometimes.
We need more Wakandas. We need more Wakandas, man.
You have to show me better than you can tell me. I'll take it. I'll take whatever come with it. I'll take it.
Yeah.
I'll take it, whatever come with it.
You just said you won't save the world.
You know how it is. It's nothing better than good advice. You know what's better than good advice? A good example.
He got one too.
Look at this, G. Look at this.
He did some nice stuff
pressing the
today.
button. No, I'm trying to press the button. No, I'm trying to press the
stuff
button.
today.
G, look at this, G.
It's the truth. And you can't say JoJo don't lead by example. You cannot say it. You cannot say it. Every question you asked, he answered that he could answer without
Okay, now.
harming himself. And he kept it real 100%.
It should say, okay, now.
Yeah, I was.
And
But he got flustered with the. He said, Joe just started sweating and getting aggravated.
You got him frustrated because I'm gonna tell you why. Because you knew what you was doing, and I'm gonna give you credit for that. You know what I'm saying? Because he don't let people get under his skin. Because if you let people get under his skin, the old Jojo gonna come back out, and all the work we doing, all the knowledge we consuming and accepting and pulling to get and to give back out, you was over there trying to pull it all out.
Yo, hold up. You was watching me like a hawk. He's like this. What the? You was telling him.
Cause see now, what if he feel like we could have just left well enough alone and don't speak on it nothing. So that's what.
Like baby.
So now I'm
You
gonna
done
say
or you
finish or you done. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
So now I'ma never speak on nothing at it again.
I think you guys should have a conversation. My opinion.
I'm cool. I ain't tripping. We can have a conversation.
It'll happen.
I got fleet box.
We just told
Killer
you that we
Flint
don't
send
hate
me
him.
fleet
We
box.
We said that. We wasn't acting tough. We wasn't saying nothing.
Yeah.
You from Brooklyn?
No, from Jersey City. You heard he said Jersey City?
Yeah, I heard. I slow down. I calm down, man. You got a lot of strip over there, man. I'm forward. You lean forward. All right, man. Give me social media, man. I like this. Okay,
Jojo
now.
Capone, the #1. YouTube, act like an ENT. That's really it. I ain't really the social media.
Podcast too is still
I
rocking.
don't know what Steph got going on. Me and Willie D, because Willie D got his own thing going on. Code of Conduct was a good interview. Our last interview was just with the brother from OG Bobby Johnson. Glenn Plummer. Very intelligent brother. Get him on here. You should too. He like some biology major or something. You wouldn't think of it. He's super. Oh, I'm going to send you the link. I'm going to send you the
Why
link.
you just try to downplay the podcast just like that?
What?
I don't
Code of
know.
Conduct?
Yeah,
No, I'm Steph, because he been calling me since I'm on here, and I wanted to text him. I'm doing flip the script. Steph Belafonte. I wanted to text him.
I mean, he's cool. I mean, he tried to. We was talking and we was talking about.
Doing some work or something.
No, kind of, but he was just it was something with him and King Erna, and he was just trying to give me advice, and I just felt like I had, I do what I want to do and stuff like that. That's it.
I know.
And he
You're a
respected
bully.
I'm not a bully now.
You do it.
I'm glad you said it.
Yeah. For the
Yeah,
record.
But we
I'm
say
not.
that, oh, you guys bullies.
Yeah.
Nah, but because yo, that's a friendly extortion to me. But I
Oh my god.
I just think It may not start off like that, but if people get in your ear, it can be perceived as that, and it could change your whole
I'm gonna be
outlook.
honest with you. I could see you perceiving it as that, but that wasn't that. It was just promises made that never came through. And then every time, like say I say to you, I got a check for $100,000. I'll show you the check, but then oh, the house over here burned. Oh, this happened. There was always an excuse when the money was to be dispersed.
I got it.
So
I respect that.
It was bigger than just, oh, we security, we did this, we want to get paid for that. You know what I'm saying? But everybody all for the bullshit. But like I said, when it's time to cut the check and feed everybody, because people got a family and a life, at the end of the day, you don't cut the check, it's going to be a problem.
Say no more. All right.
G-Money.
Round of applause one time, man. It's Jojo Capone. Don't do it to him, JoJo. This is good.
Yeah, sign out, man.
I like this one, man.
I like it too.
The last one was kind of nice too. 2 for 2, man. Back to back.
Saigon
was.
We need true life up here then.
Oh Lord. we might have to put the other guests on hold, man, and just skip him and just throw True Life and you know what I'm saying?
Get Jim up here. Get Jim.
Sign up, please.
Yo,
Get
man.
Jim up here.
Dope episode.
Yeah. How about that?
Make sure y'all follow the pages, man. At Queens Flip with a Z, at DJ G-Money156,
signing up, bro.
at Flip the Script Pod.
But play my interview back and scratch off that list. Because you ain't going to make me be the bad guy. I know what you trying to do. I put Demon Boy on pause.
All right. We're gonna talk to him.
But I showed better than I can tell you, though. I showed. All
right. We got to sign out, bro.
I'm happy.
Good.
I'm happy. I seen them. And we
got to sign out. Sit down. We got to G.
Okay. See, make me sit down, put me on punish.
We trying to get out of here, man.
Well, let's go then.
Yo, yeah, that's it for me. Oh, Picky Eater is officially out right now, so go to youtube.com/DJGmoney. Episode 1 is up. You know, season 3 is here. Dope. A lot of good feedback so far. You know what I'm saying? So, looking forward to it.
Picky Eater. Yo, it's Queens Flip, man. URLTV.tv. We here, man. Shout out to Jojo Capone. Shout out to everybody in the building. Shout out to Michelle 1 time, Mighty 2 time. Whoop, whoop. Put up to, I'm joking. Shout out to Ebot. Shout out to Basco. Shout out to everybody in the building.
Oh, man.
You know, I appreciate this interview. I really like it.
Yeah, it was good.
Remember, lock your doors, close your windows, close your blinds, open your blinds. If you see a nigga like Jojo Capone on your lawn, don't let him in because he will friendly extort you out your house. I'm from Queens.
Be good, Queens. Don't, y'all.